Lay. Sir. Yeah. Yeah.
Kane is in the building, nigga.
Alright, already the show goes on all night. Till the morning we dream so long.
We are on the Sheryl Underwood show, that's right. Am I on? Okay. We are on the Sheryl Underwood show. Thank you, sweetie. We are on the Sheryl Underwood show, and my name is Stacey McClain, sitting in for Sheryl, but everybody's here. Say what's up, everybody.
What's up, everybody?
What's up? Let me tell you who we got in the house. We got White Jim Kelly.
Yo, yo.
We got K-Herb.
What's up, Stacey?
We got Glinda, the Good Witch. Hello. And we got our producer, Guy Black.
Why's the white dude doing, yo, what's up, what's up?
White Jim Kelly is the coolest.
That's how I roll.
That's how he rolls. Tonight we're talking about the Casey Anthony trial.
Verdict.
Oh, the verdict. Oh, my goodness. Are you ready? A lot of people think she got off scot-free. We want to know what you think. Call in. We are on the air live. Call. Please call your friends and tell them to call in. Call in and talk to us too. We're at 855-369-9898. That's my little song. 855-369-9898. Love that. Looking forward to hearing from you. Show will be back probably next week, if I'm not mistaken, you guys. She'll be back next week, and we just got some fun tonight. Thank you for tuning in and staying with us. We are going to do everything that we normally do. We're going to have a lot of fun, and just want to know what you think. I called my mom when I first heard about the trial, because my mom, she's like this militant black woman from Chicago, and I said, Mom, so what you think this woman got off? She got off scot-free. She goes, you know what? If it was me, they'd have threw me under the jail.
I figured your mom was going to have interest in that.
My mama is crazy.
Mom must have thought about taking you out a couple times, Stacey.
Yeah, I don't know what that was. My mother, she thought OJ was innocent. Casey Anthony's guilty, but my mom is uber black. She blacker than Guy Black. My mother, she'll tell us, she'll call a spade in a heartbeat. That's just how she is. I think that's the south side of Chicago in her. And she'll cut somebody in a minute. That's just who she is. Good. So, I want to talk to people who, everyone who's here. I'm sorry. Glenda, what do you think? Did the girl get off scot-free?
Well, at first I was in shock. I felt that she was getting away with murder. But I know, all the evidence was circumstantial, and there's just a lot more to it than we know, because I believe the media swayed a lot of our opinions from the get.
So you think this was basically tried in the media?
Yeah, most definitely, because I had her guilty, buried under the prison.
Man, I didn't even know what happened until today. I had to ask my boy. I hate to be that dude, but I was like, who's Casey Anthony?
Really?
Does he play for the Denver Nuggets? Who is this guy?
That's a shame.
Jim
I had
Kelly.
no idea who he
But
was.
that's how I paid attention a little bit, not, to everything, but when the verdict was coming up, we watched at work, and I'm like, okay, there's no doubt in my mind she'll be guilty.
That's what I thought. That's exactly what I thought.
And I wanted to see her reaction, and then when it was not guilty, I'm like, did the OJ jury show up in Florida? I said, what the hell is going on here?
I called my friend who works for USA Today, and he was livid. He was like, oh my God, I can't believe he said Florida should be swept off the map of the United States because he felt like they were so wrong. And
Can y'all explain what happened for the people like me that just learned about it today?
A little girl.
Justice was done.
And
What happened?
Guy Black is.
Justice was done. I watched the entire trial.
you did?
Oh, so Guy Black, you feel like she got off for a
I
good
feel like
reason?
the prosecution didn't have a good case. You can't convict a lady because she wants to be a party animal and say she killed a kid. You don't have any evidence that she killed the child.
From what I'm hearing, since let me just give a recap for the people driving in their trucks that don't know what the hell's going on. Oh, hook it up, Stacey.
How you gonna give a recap if you don't know what's going on?
No, I learned today.
Kyle will keep it real.
I just learned today, so I'm trying to give you my version of what I learned today.
So,
I just burped through my nose. Damn. Give me a moment. Jesus.
all that soda you drinking. Yeah. Well, Casey Anthony was accused of killing her child.
2-year-old.
2-year-old daughter.
Right, her 2-year-old
Kaylee.
daughter, Kaylee.
Damn, my homie got a daughter named Kaylee. He does.
An adorable little child.
Oh.
She was buried not too far from where the Anthonys live.
Right.
Well, what has been 2 years, a year and a half, 2 years?
Yes.
Oh, this happened a long time ago?
2008.
June of 2008.
Break it down for me, people.
Well, if I'm not mistaken, they found evidence, a little bit of it, something in her car.
The stench.
A stench.
They said it was like a dead body.
The stench of death.
Yeah.
In her car.
So when somebody say it smelled like a dead body, it really did?
Yeah, like a 2-year-old's back
Right,
there thing.
right. They
yeah.
brought in experts and everything. And
they found one of Kaylee's hairs.
A lock of hair.
A
lock
lock
of
of
her
hair.
So I heard it was chloroform involved.
There was they found searches on her computer for chloroform,
Which her mother did.
which her mother claims that she did or
yeah,
something.
there was conflicting testimony on whether the smell inside the family's car was decomposing, a decomposing body, or simply trash. I mean, I don't.
That's
I've
some
never
stank trash.
That's what I'm saying. I've never smelled trash.
It could,
but I don't know what a decomposing body smells like.
Not even ass smells
I
that
know
bad.
what it smells like. It don't smell like trash.
You know what decomposing body smell like?
Yeah.
How long you been in Chicago, Glenda? What's really going
How
on?
long have I got born and raised?
What's really going on your side of Chicago? That you know
I
what a decomposing
a
body
woman
smell
died
like.
in the building we lived in. A woman died and no one knew she was there until
She started stinking.
she started. Her body started decomposing so bad that it was leaking into the apartment downstairs.
Really?
Which my best friend lived in that apartment. We were like 10 or 11 years old.
Them was some thin
And
floors.
the police and the department of the fire department were called in, and they went up and busted into the apartment and found the old lady in there dead.
They didn't notice somebody. There wasn't the landlord from Coming to America that said your rent's due.
Well, she probably didn't have. Well,
Hey, yo, stoop. Your
rent-
rent's due, motherfucker. Don't try to pull that falling down the stairs shit on me, nigga. You conscious?
she obviously didn't have relatives that came to check in
Wow.
on her or anything.
Yeah, my unfortunately my grandmother had passed, and like she was very independent, and we only checked on her periodically. So when she died, I think she had already been in there for maybe a month before somebody found. My mother would call. My mother doesn't
wow.
drive, so she called a few family members. Said, I haven't talked to mom in a few days. Has so and so been over there? So and so said they've been over there. Next thing you know, and I think she had choked inadvertently on
my
on
gosh.
something. But she was, healthy and everything.
That's crazy.
I miss Grandma Ciola.
We do too now.
Yeah, for real.
But
So-
this whole trial, Casey was only convicted of 4 counts of misdemeanor.
Hold on, I'm still on the crime.
Oh,
Hold
okay.
on, Stacey, break it
Prosecutor said that she duct taped and suffocated the kid.
down. Damn.
Yeah.
And because she can go around basically more or less to go skank around and to go to nightclubs and
Go-
do all
go
that kind of
get the
stuff.
party
That's what they
going.
put her out. Yeah, as a big party girl.
And she was
Because they said
partying
she was,
back. But my
she
thing
was
is,
clubbing the night the baby
Yes.
died.
Right.
right.
Well,
Yeah.
the night that they finally called
Right,
the
which
missing
was a
child,
month later.
she went a month without calling missing child on
That's
the whole
what
thing. That's
I have
why
a
the whole
problem
thing
with.
is so whack, because
Yeah.
who would go a month
A
without
month without reporting it.
reporting your kid?
I can't go. My child goes
10
missing
minutes.
in produce, and I'm screaming through the grocery store.
Right.
So how do you go a month without mentioning that your child is missing?
Because the parents evidently asked her where the kid's at, and she made up stories all along the way to say, no, she's with the nanny, which I guess they would know if she had a nanny or not, but it was out of town, but then the nanny was in a car accident or something like that.
Which is
And then there's a boyfriend that she was
Right.
off with, and the boyfriend never existed. But the defense admitted she lied about all this stuff. They
But
just-
my
I
thing
knew
is,
a girl
if you're
used to lie about
lying,
having
aren't
a
you covering
boyfriend.
up something? And usually the lying is really, an indication that there is something being covered up. So how you going to accuse somebody of lying?
Now they're saying that Kaylee may have drowned in the family pool,
That's
and that
defense.
the family that Kaylee
The dad.
Casey and her father covered it up.
My-
Now, if that's the case, is there still a crime in that?
I don't.
Yes.
I don't
the
see-
child-
I'm
I'm
not so-
wondering why they didn't, if they really think that, then why didn't they arrest the father? Because if
Well, that's the defense's thing.
Well,
so
that's
the
the
prosecution
theory.
didn't believe it. They said no to that. They didn't believe
But
that.
Right, that's
what
the
is
theory.
punishing her really gonna do? I mean, if you want to punish her,
If she
don't
killed
know
her
how to-
kid.
Killed her child. then
She
yeah.
I know,
Even-
but if she really killed her child, then dude, you don't think it's gonna bug her for a while?
Oh, of course.
Yeah,
a
but you
while.
still
At
gotta
least
go.
a week.
we want to know what you think, call in 855-369-9898.
I think if I accidentally killed my child, I would be devastated. I
You
wouldn't
should
be
just
able
let
to.
you walk. All right. He
You
feels
wouldn't
bad
be
about it.
partying back?
I would probably party that night just to try to cover it up, but the next few nights I'd be too sick to go anywhere.
I think that's that's what's so baffling about it is that this woman, and there were all kind of rumors. She told her best friend, I think, got on the stand and said that she told her she was an excellent liar.
Oh yeah.
So it's like, did you see that?
I didn't see that,
she got
but that's
convicted
their
of lying.
defense. Yeah.
And she very well may be an excellent liar. But if it happened
Are
accidentally.
you an excellent liar, Glenda?
No, not at all.
All right. I'll write that
I
down.
can't keep up with my lies, so I choose not to.
I hear that.
I'm pretty good at it, but
I'm damn good at it. Yeah. I just hate when I get out of shape. You know what I mean? I start telling the truth, living a straight and narrow bullshit like that. then I try to go back to K-Herb, the player. Then I'll be rusty.
Well, the defense attorney was criticized by a lot of legal other folks for his strategy and loosely throwing around allegations of molestation and incest.
That's nasty.
throwing the jury off.
Yeah, it's like, they were basically saying that Casey's father molested her and
That has nothing
And
to
the
do with
brother.
baby, though.
but
Right.
when you're trying to get a jury on your side, you're going to start
the defense.
I'm sorry.
Well, it worked.
in the jury and the
Yeah,
defense.
it worked.
Yeah, reasonable
Right. Exactly,
doubt.
reasonable doubt.
Mm-hmm.
That's disgusting.
Reasonable doubt as to what? If
As
the
to-
father molested her, what does it have to do
If
with
the glove
thing?
don't
Had nothing
fit,
to
you
do
must
with it.
acquit.
Yeah. Speaking of that,
Him bringing that up had nothing to do with the case.
Right.
But
But-
he doesn't have to bring up things that have to do with the case. They have to prove
That-
that she murdered this child.
Right.
Regardless of what the defense is saying.
Right, and
They
the
have to
biggest thing
prove it.
on their side was the body had been out there for 6 months and it deteriorated so much that they couldn't get DNA off of it and to point her to the thing. That's what hurt the prosecution ultimately.
That's filthy.
Yeah.
No witnesses, no nothing.
No witnesses, no
Nothing.
nothing.
But so you saw the whole trial, God bless.
Yeah, they kept the camera on her the whole time.
Yeah.
Her and the attorney.
And the
The
attorney.
judge is a player, though.
Is he?
Was that the black guy?
Yeah.
He looked like a player.
He was
looked like a
straightening them up.
Mac
He was-
Daddy.
Hey, one guy in court, just a spectator, gave the the prosecution attorney the finger,
Oh,
and
yeah,
the
I
judge
heard
threw
about
him
that.
in jail
Yeah, I heard about
in
that.
the court.
What?
So,
Oh, the
so
judge was a player.
you can kill the baby and go scot free, but you give up the finger, you
You go to jail.
got problems. Ridiculous.
That is so true.
That's not up to the judge to make that decision.
That is
Yeah,
true.
that's
That's
true.
the American justice system.
How
man.
different do you
Sometimes it
all
works.
think this is from OJ?
OJ just had an arrogance about him doing that whole.
The juice?
I thought
well,
you said
wha-
the Jews. I
well-
was about to say, dang, the Jews, man. The
I think
Jews.
that OJ's legal defense was, they threw in other things too, like racism and all other kind of things that kind of, wasn't exactly what the case was about, but it's still
They went after
played-
Furman, kind of like these
Right,
guys went
exactly,
after.
just
Yeah.
right. So it was sort of like the same type of strategy.
Sure.
However, it just still seems wrong. I don't care how you slice it.
But this is a shock, too, because this guy was OJ's defense team was like the greatest ever. It was a dream team. There was the
Yeah,
highest
put
paid
together.
guys come to this. This guy,
Jose Baez?
Yeah, he got his bar exam like 2005, I think, something like that.
Wow.
They're calling him the new Johnny Cochran.
Really?
Yeah.
The new Johnny
I don't know
Cochran.
why.
And
Yeah.
Back up. Slow down. Bag.
I know
Give
JC
me
was
the
the man.
My thing is, if the child died accidentally, why let it spiral out of control like this?
Well, not only that, why would the parents because she accused her father of being involved? I don't get why a grandfather would even do that. And I think that he made a good point that because he's a policeman or a fireman.
Former policeman.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
he said that if he indeed got the child, because she accused him of finding the child and bringing the child, said, "Look, if this is what you've done, and Child Protective Services is going to put you in jail."
Oh yes, and invoking fear in her.
At the end of the day, he said, if I got that child out of the pool, I would have been doing CPR on her, and that never happened.
And that's
Who
the
said he did- who
prosecution
said he
says
didn't?
that. So why would you just
you're
not
right,
call
who
the
said he
cops
didn't?
if it's an
They
accident?
call the ambulance.
Right,
call
but-
the-
Why wouldn't the former cop call the ass?
Exactly. Why, to me, a former cop would do that. Just,
Right.
Especially
Anybody would do that.
Yeah.
They wouldn't go bury their
Except for
kid, except for
Casey.
Casey Anthony. She'd just go bury the kid.
Well, we want to know what you think. Please call in 855-369-9898. We have Mike from Connecticut on the line. Mike, are you there?
Mike, play.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you now.
All right, baby girl. How y'all doing?
Hey, Mike,
Mike?
how are you?
Hello?
All right, listen, y'all, boy. Y'all been burning up. I want to get this to you. I'm going to tell you something. I'm going to tell you that father's got something to do with it. Because from 8 to 13, he been fucking with his daughter. Now, the daughter and the father got a band just for that. Just for that, that's a bond, and they're going to try to cover one another's ass. Now, you see how Daddy used to be a homicide detective. See, goddamn it, I got it all. I've been watching this motherfucker for 3 years. This motherfucker.
So you've been following the case for a long time, huh?
Detective Mike.
This motherfucker, he used to be a homicide detective, so he knows how to manipulate the system. Okay? Now, did you see this motherfucker was on the stand crying like a little bitch? He was pretending. That motherfucker wasn't crying because Casey was getting ready to. They were trying to cover up what he's been doing to Casey. Because when the defense lawyer brought that shit out there, he was banging his own daughter. He was having his daughter suck his dick, and then alleged suck his dick, and then send her off to school. So this girl got a whole lot of shit on her mind, you know. And what happened, I'm going to tell you, it was an accident. It was a pure accident the way that baby died. And the daddy and the daughter covered the shit up. That's exactly what happened. I swear for
not even though that he was an ex-police officer. Even though he's an ex-police officer, you know, and the whole ethics things about him, you know, basic. I understand what you're saying.
But Mike, you lost me there. You lost me when you say the father had something to do with it, because I'm thinking you feel like the father, you know, had something to do with her dying. But then you say it was an accident, it was a shame, and they covered it up. So and him being a former homicide detective and so forth, so I don't understand why he wouldn't think clearly enough to call the ambulance, call the police, or whatever,
and just say it was an accident.
Rush to the hospital with the baby in his car or something. That's what I don't understand.
Mike's gone.
He's gone. But you see what I'm saying?
No, yeah, he's sort of like going on both sides of the coin.
But I believe that if the girl was being molested by her father, she has issues. She has deep issues, and I can see if that child didn't die accidentally. I can see down the line that girl driving into the river with the baby, because that's the shit that goes down when these women are not right in the mind.
Yeah, woman's obviously off.
They not right in the head. So that's my take on that.
We want to know what you think. Call in 855-369-9898. We got Morris on the line from Georgia. Morris?
Oh. What's up, Foxxhole?
Hey, Morris, how are you?
I'm fine. I've been following it from day one, but the girl, she killed a child, and I wanted her to get off because of Nancy Grace, because I can't stand Nancy Grace.
Wow!
Oh my gosh! Are you serious?
Really?
Nancy Grace give everybody hell, and if you ever watch her, how she'll cut them off and tell them to shut up and all that. I wanted her to get hers today, and so
exactly.
Yeah, what was Nancy Grace calling her?
And what? Why?
Tot mom.
Tot mom. That's it.
Yeah, call her tot mom, but she give everybody hell and shit, you know. And I wanted her to get hers today, so the girl did it, but I just wanted her to get off to shut Nancy Grace's ass up.
What was this thing about the chloroform?
Oh, she did all of that stuff. Because when they were talking about when her daddy screwing her and all that, she would have been out of that as soon as she got old enough to get a job. She would have been out of that if he was screwing her.
Hey, but Morris,
exactly.
Morris, I got a question for you. This is Kyle. Do you think that the chloroform was used to kill the baby, or was it used to put her to sleep so she can get to the club before it closed?
Oh my God!
No, I'm really serious. Do you think she tried to kill the baby, or she was trying to put her to sleep?
Trying to put her to sleep and overdid it. That's what happened.
Well, what they say here in one of the reports is that the prosecutors allege that Casey used chloroform to render her daughter unconscious and then duct tape her mouth and nose to suffocate her.
That's crazy.
That is unreal.
Who saw her go buy the chloroform?
Right.
Receipts all over the world.
Right, exactly.
I mean, how did she get it? And her mom was researching it online. There's no way that she did it that way. Unless she had someone else do it.
But see, her mom didn't research it because they pulled her files out and showed her at work when the searches was being done.
Yep, sure did.
She couldn't be logging stuff in at her computer at work and been doing it at home too.
But
so
her mom lied and said she did, though.
Mom was lying, and they proved the case, but, you know, I knew she was going to get off because she was a pretty girl and shit.
Yeah, that's what.
So you think OJ did it?
Yep.
I don't know. I think he had something to do with it, but I don't know if he did it, but I was glad he got out too, shit.
Okay,
we come back and find out what else y'all happy about.
We'll be back on the Sheryl Underwood Show with Stacey McClain sitting in. Please call in 855-369-9898. Talking about the Casey Anderson case.
Anthony.
I'm sorry, Casey Anthony case. Call in Want to know what you think? Did she get off scot-free, or should she have walked? We're back on the Sheryl Underwood Show here at the Foxxhole Sirius XM 98. Like for you to call in. We are talking about the Casey Anderson case.
Anthony
Casey Anderson. Who is Casey Anderson?
Somebody you met online.
I know.
There's another nugget.
Yeah, he was cute too. Casey Anderson. That's right. I forgot about that dude.
She's funny.
855-369-9898.
That's right.
Want to know what you think?
You know what? I think. First of all, I got to shout out my dude Danny Ragg in North Carolina. What's up, man? Thanks for listening. I think, that's my boy. But hey, it is. But here's the thing, man. I think the justice system in the United States of America is set up to protect people from going to jail if they're innocent.
All people?
Well, we ain't gonna get into the deepness of it. But my point is, because OJ didn't go to jail. The point is, they don't want to send nobody to jail just in case they didn't do it.
So that's why
that only works for certain people, because there are a lot of innocent people in prison.
Are you talking about black
That's
people?
why
Are we talking about race right now, Glenda?
No, I just said there are a lot of innocent people in prison.
Yeah, exactly.
All
DNA's
races.
DNA's getting some of them off. But I just feel like, to me, the justice system, it ties a hand around the back for common sense. Because sometimes it's just like, we don't even need to have a trial, man. Just some people should just be going to jail.
I really think it really depends on that jury. A jury of your peers, which is not always a jury of your peers.
For real, because my peers, the homies, would get me off definitely. But it ain't going to be the peers, my real peers.
But they said the jury was even dressed different today. Like they deliberated a few hours yesterday, and the judge let them go home. And then today they all came in with
bright
suits
colors.
on.
They ready to
and high heel shoes.
Because they knew they were going to get their picture
Yeah.
taken.
They knew
And then they
was gonna be
deliberated for another 3 or 4 hours this morning, and then came up with a verdict.
Which isn't a long time, though. I thought it would be like
10
towards the
hours.
end of the week.
It was 10 hours total.
At least.
OJ was 4.
Right.
I wonder how many of those women, because there were 7 women and 5 men. I wonder how many of those women had experienced what she experienced with
Her dad.
men in their family.
That's nasty. Yeah, that's
And you-
not cool.
And if the prosecutor knew what their case was, they probably chose people who had been involved. And how do you ask those questions? At the end of the day, I think that a lot of people think that she was guilty. That whole partying thing was evidence and clues that she shouldn't have gotten off. Well, that she probably did it because just being a mom, I'm not a mother. Glenda, you're a mother. But, just being a mom, who goes out and parties?
There's no way I would even be in the state of mind to want to party.
Party, get a tattoo
None
that
of
says,
that.
Beautiful Life?
Beautiful
is that what it was?
Life.
Does that
yes.
say murderer, though?
Well,
It just says
no.
off.
It could, but yeah, like
It says off.
You got
I
serious
agree with
issues
that.
what it says.
Well,
has
and you know,
issues.
if her dad was touching her and beating on that, that's just ridiculous. I can't imagine somebody would turn out if their dad. Come on, I don't even
The
wanna-
man who you
come
look
on.
at
Yeah,
as
but
your
that doesn't
protector.
justify killing somebody.
It
You know? I
doesn't.
mean,
If you're out of
what
not
I'm saying is,
killed,
if she
but
didn't
if she
kill-
accidentally died, how they went about it afterward.
The fact that
But you're saying you're buying the defense on that. I'm saying if
Cover
you
up.
killed the kid with duct tape, like the prosecution alleged, that doesn't, no matter how you're touched or whatever, whatnot, it doesn't justify that to do that to that girl.
I agree.
So was it okay? They claim that the child was duct taped. It was proven that this child's mouth had been duct taped. It was proven.
It was on the skull.
Well, that's what
On
they
the
wanted
skull.
to push.
And then part of the patch of the hair was behind
Okay.
the duct tape.
So yeah, now that's another thing. If it was accident, why is she duct taped now? Because if she drowned and was dead already, why are you duct taping? And what?
Yeah.
So,
We got
See,
Malik
that's
on
why
the
you throw the
line from
book.
Virginia. Malik, are you there? Hey, Malik.
What's up,
How
Malik?
y'all doing?
hey, what's up, babe?
I was listening to the conversation and the previous 2 callers. I don't know what they on, man. I don't know what show they watching. Every time, one of the shows I was watching, I don't know, what's that lady with the blonde hair with the real big head?
Nancy Grace.
Nancy Grace.
Nancy Grace. She said she had someone on her show that said, as a parent, she was talking about Casey Anthony's mother. She said she's going to do anything for her child.
Yeah.
Remember on one of those shows? I said, exactly. As a mother, if your child is missing in the mall,
Yeah.
they can't do anything. You have to get them to eat. You follow what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah.
As a parent, when I heard I was sick, I couldn't even work for the rest of the day. Just thinking, because I have a 3-year-old daughter.
Mm-hmm.
I was done. I was like, what? Like you said, one of the people in your studio said, they arrested a guy for faking off a prosecutor. But you kill a little girl, you go free
get
because
off.
of evidence.
Kyler
Right.
said that bitter
What does
genius,
the
by
dude
way.
say? I ain't do nothing. I ain't 50 do though. Who saw me do it? You follow what I'm saying? To me, this whole justice system is sick. I thought it even on a larger scale. Osama bin Laden. I'm gonna go there.
Oh, here we go, man.
Did he actually himself, or did he send other people to do his dirty work?
Well,
he might have been a shot caller.
Yeah.
But you look
Depends
at
on what case.
That man down. Went into a different country.
Yeah.
And killed him.
Yeah.
Because he murdered so many people. But this girl in America, obvious evidence, like the dude said, his no brainer. Oh, you guilty. Even if it was an accident, you got a former cop, you trained in CPR. You got all this, even if it's an accident.
So you think our justice system is flawed?
The club,
Hell
like,
yeah.
my baby died today. I'm gonna go get a tattoo. I'm about to party with my girls, lay up with 2 different dudes, and not say anything about it. So my thought process with this whole thing was, if the mother, Casey Anthony's mother, never called 911, then what?
Then this still hasn't gone to trial yet.
Then I would think it would be manslaughter. First degree to me is a little different, but
capital murder.
Right.
Malik, thanks for calling the name, my brother.
Where is Casey's father?
Isn't
I'm
that
sorry,
the
not
dude that
Casey's
was
father.
touching on
Kaylee.
I
Where's
was just
Kaylee's
thinking
dad?
that.
Well, here's the thing. They don't really know who it is, but
Was
they
it-
have a
She should have been Amari
suspicion
Povich.
it was some guy from
It should have been Amari Povich.
You
Boston
are not the
that
father.
was
Who is
killed
the
like
dad?
2 years ago in a car accident.
Now, see, this is where it gets a little interesting, and where my cancer dramatic side comes in. You know, my
Talking about the sign, not the
imagination. Is Papa Bear that baby's daddy?
That's what they said that on TV, that the father might be a biological father
Because you
of
can't
his
even find, you
grandchild.
couldn't even.
Well, they would
They could-
DNA that. They would
They
know
couldn't
that.
get it out the baby. She was so decomposed. They couldn't get anything.
But once you have some kind of test to show
It seems like they
from
would
her
right.
blood or something.
From what blood?
I mean,
Whatever was left. I think that there was probably enough DNA there.
They didn't have anything. She
And
was
then,
so
but
decomposed.
what does that prove? That's not
General
against the law to have a.
Is it going to prove that? Maybe it proves that they did kill that baby. Hell, both of them killed that damn baby, or he killed the baby. Maybe he killed the damn baby.
Well, it definitely said that Casey.
Because he didn't want it to come out.
Well, they don't
Well,
have
the
enough.
defense attorney's not saying.
They're not saying that he
and that's
did it.
Casey's side. They're not saying that part.
Right.
They said it was a drowning and they hid the body. So they're not even saying that Dad did that.
That's filthy.
And of course they'd go there if they brought up him doing all that stuff to
But
her.
to me, all the things that they did find, the fact that she searched for chloroform on the family computer. It says Cindy took the stand and she said that she searched for it. So
For what, though? Did she ever say why she searched for it?
I don't know. Did you?
She never took the
mother,
stand.
Claims
Yeah.
she
The
searched-
mother claimed she did
She
it.
took
that-
the stand.
No, Casey didn't.
Oh, no, the
no,
mother.
Casey-
Yeah.
The mother.
The mother claimed that she.
But guy,
was
didn't the
researching
mother
it.
say that she didn't? She researched. In other words, they were both covering. The mom. It seems like the
The
mom
mother
and the
said
dad.
she researched it for their dogs. She was researching it for the dogs. Their
For the
pets.
homie or the pets?
The pets, the
Okay.
dogs. The homies. He's so stupid.
Hey, my dogs wanted to know about this chloroform, Jay.
Hilarious.
I mean, the smell, the fact that anybody in the family researched it. In other words, they're saying
And that's how
we
she
don't
died?
know that Casey actually did it.
Yeah.
But somebody in the family did it, but we can't absolutely prove
So I
that
just wish
she
they
did
would
it.
just go gangster.
How
Be
many
like,
people
look,
call 911 and say, something in the trunk
Some-
of a car smells like a dead body?
The mom did that.
I mean,
Well,
how
after
many
you're
people-
missing your granddaughter, you might
Well,
for like 30
but-
days.
But how would the mother do that, knowing that was her daughter's
Yes.
car?
She
Yeah.
probably thought her.
She's the only clear
Daughter
thinking
was-
one there. It seems
I
like,
think so.
You know she knew her daughter's got issues. Damn it.
and she knew her husband was messing with their daughter.
We got
nasty.
D on the
Oh.
line from Alabama. D, are you there?
Yes, ma'am. How y'all doing?
what's up, D?
Hey, D.
Hey, yeah. My comment is whether she did it or didn't. First of all, none of us were there. That's the first thing.
Hey, wait a minute,
Second-
D. I was there.
No.
He's stupid.
Okay. Second thing is, I don't know if y'all religious, but I am, and I believe in heaven and hell. And if she did kill that child, she have the answer for that once she leave this earth and go. When she would get before God and do her judgment, she got an answer for that if she did that. But my thing is, none of us was there, so therefore we can't say if she did or didn't. We can just have our opinion.
Hey, thanks for calling, D. Hey, what do you think about this, Stacey, Guy Black, White Jim Kelly, Glinda, Landon, if you want to hop on the mic, KJ in the other room. What do you think about this? Because
I told him to go in the other room.
Because OJ, anyway, because OJ, it appears that if he did do it, that perhaps his guilt has caused him to end up in jail anyway. You feel me?
Yeah.
Exactly. Karma.
And so if she really did do it, I don't
Karma.
care if that night she did go drop it like it's hot. Because when you're in denial, I know somebody went through a trauma of losing a child, and you would have thought that they didn't just go through that because they was all happy and acting big. But I knew
That
it
they
just
had something to
hit
do
them.
with
Yeah.
it.
No, they didn't have nothing to do with it.
That they was
That's
deep.
the
They was
difference,
in
though.
denial.
They were in denial. Exactly.
That's
So
the
you
difference.
think-
And hit him. In other
That's
words,
the
at the
difference.
funeral, my family member that had went through that was extra happy and extra cool, and it was just like,
Was it delayed?
hasn't
Did it
sunk
ever
in?
it
surface?
hadn't sunk in. Oh, about a month later.
Oh, yeah.
It was just
Crazy.
absolute devastation for maybe like 3 years.
Oh wow.
Sure.
Yeah. But so what I'm saying is, she might have went to the club that night on that denial high. But if she did it, come on, anybody
It's
that
gonna come
has
back.
kids,
No, but she did
or
this
even
for like 30
had a
days
niece
till she kept
knows
doing this stuff.
Yeah.
She's going to. But I'm just saying, if she did it, anybody that has kids, anybody who got a niece or a little cousin or a little friend, little homie, little girl from class that you know the feeling of pain that's going to go through if you cause pain to that person. She is going to be in so much torment. But she's
Every
only
day.
25.
Every day.
As long as she lives, it's going to be worse than jail.
She
So there really
seemed
is no
like she
need
was
for her to be
slick,
punished,
though.
because if she did it,
It's gonna
it's
be
going to be in that ass.
A living hell.
Oh
It's gonna be a
man, it's
living
going to be
hell.
rough.
No, let her go to jail. Kill her. Capital punishment.
There it is. Take her out. Boom, boom.
Wow.
One bullet.
Well,
Boom.
we have Willie from Texas on the line.
Willie.
What's happening?
What's
Hey,
happening?
Willie.
Check this shit out, man. This is good representation. You know what I'm saying? The motherfucker with the best lawyer always win, baby. It don't matter what it is. You know what I'm talking about?
I hear that, Willie. Willie, you sound like an old friend
Willie,
of mine,
weird.
dog. It's good to hear from you, brother.
I know my nigga, but they're my son.
We noticed you, Lazy.
It's good to hear from you, Willie. Old friend of mine. What up, Willie? I was just about to ask, where the hell has my dog Willie been,
Hey,
man?
I've been like, where the hell is Willie? We ain't talked to Willie in ages. Willie,
Where you been?
where you been, Willie?
I've been out here, man, ducking and talking to these haters. You know what I'm talking
He
about?
can't hold Willie down.
We miss Willie.
Man, tell the man he can't hold Willie down. He can't hold Willie down.
Let me lay this shit down to you, man. In 97, I robbed a cheddar chain for $17,000. Now, by the time the law caught on with me, I had $1,500 left to get a lawyer. I did 9 years. You know what I'm saying? Because I had representation. You know what I'm saying? This bitch just got off of first-degree murder. You know what I'm saying? The bitch had some good representation.
Man, you sound familiar.
Hey, Willie, I'm so happy to hear you,
I
brother, man.
love
Good to hear
when
you
Willie
again,
calls.
man. Good to hear from
So
you.
it's evident you think the legal system is definitely flawed. They cut
There
him
Yeah,
goes
they
off.
Willie.
found out who it
There
was.
goes
They cut him
Willie.
off. Damn it. Hey, we miss you, Willie.
Oh, we got Michael from California. What part of California, Michael, where are you calling from?
I'm in church. I'm almost in Vegas right now, but my opinion is, I ain't no opinion. She's guilty. OJ guilty. Cause who in the world gonna let their daughter go missing for 30 days? My
Yes.
daughter went to her friend house to spend the night. My daughter didn't tell me. I went to the police station if I reported on her the same day.
That's right.
So you think it's basically the fact that her actions, kind of spoke louder.
It's
than,
one of those times when common sense, because they stick to the letter of the law with these court cases. Sometimes they just need common sense. Somebody come on in and be like, all right, let me. Okay, you go.
I mean, but I think that's up for the to the jury to say, and plus they have certain rules and regulations they have to follow.
That's the problem.
Well,
Sometimes the common sense just
well,
when somebody's
that's a
guilty.
problem.
Who would do that?
I don't know if
Who
I
would not,
I
like
don't know
within
if I
3
agree with
hours
that.
call the cops because their kid's missing? Who would
Yeah.
let it go 30 days for
Yeah.
a
For
2-year-old?
that alone.
That is just
Crazy. But what I'm
killer.
saying is it's a series of different, the chloroform, the smell, all of those things. But I think what they're saying is, was it her that did
Yeah.
it? She may be, on this partying high for 30 days because maybe the dad do it. The
Well, you
dad
know
did
what,
do it. I don't
Stacey?
know.
So then she'd go party because her dad killed her kid? I
Yeah.
mean,
No,
there's just no way.
I agree with you.
You know what, Stacey? I think this depressing topic, I think it's about the time to get some fun, some entertainment, because this topic is so goddamn depressing. I think we got some
We're gonna-
entertainment coming up, so.
Yes, we do. We're coming back with entertainment. We're going to do a break right now, but we still want to hear from you. 855-369-9898. 98. My name is Stacey McClain, sitting in for the one and only Sheryl Underwood. We miss you, boo. Call in right now.
Not now, but right now. Yeah.
Hey! I don't know what that song is, but it is jamming.
Love Sensation by Lolita Holloway.
That's a Chicago thing?
That's a Chicago thing. I'll be in Chicago this weekend for the old school
I don't remember signing that permission
house
slip.
music picnic for the
My cousin
chosen
is
few.
DJing.
Who?
Yep.
My cousin is DJing.
Really?
Which one? Wayne?
DJ Hugo H.
Ah.
Go H.
Yeah.
Well,
Love
this
the house.
is the entertainment news with Succulent Stacey and Glenda the Good Witch. Have you all heard about Randy Jackson supposedly being shot by Tina Turner?
What?
Randy
Which
Jackson.
Like with a gun?
Randy Jackson, Michael Jackson's younger brother, took to Twitter for an informal interview with fans and told people that Tina Turner once shot him. He said, yes, Tina Turner shot me. I have the scar to prove it. He said in the 80s, it happened when he went by Tina's house to see his girlfriend, but he caught them off guard, quote unquote. But I don't know what he was trying to imply by saying that. But I heard other unofficial talk that that the girlfriend once dated Tina's Tina's son.
Ooh, it sounds
But
like
Tina,
a hot mess.
it's a hot mess. But Tina and the girl remained very close, and Tina looked at the girl like her daughter. And Randy used to beat the girl.
Ooh.
Randy used to beat her. So when Randy came over there for the girls, Tina probably did shoot his ass.
She was a pistol, huh?
Yeah, she said, you told Randy to beat me?
But
That wasn't in the book.
But this has not been confirmed. It has not been confirmed by Tina or anyone else. So it's just hearsay.
She
But
don't
that's
need
some
to
good ass
confirm it.
hearsay.
Okay.
Stacey, want to take over on something?
Also, Arnold Schwarzenegger is going to give Maria Shriver a generous settlement,
Yes.
which I am so happy to hear that.
Yes.
I mean, but the thing is, he was, he busted. He should be giving her whatever she wants.
No, he
Exactly.
shouldn't.
Why not?
Us, for
She's
what?
got money. Why does she need his?
He
Come on, man.
fathered a damn child on
So
her.
what?
He's gotta
It's
pay
already
that.
side
Caused
piece.
her,
No,
caused
hold
her to
up.
file for divorce.
Hold
gotta
up,
pay that
hold up,
kid.
Hold up. We done
Arnold
with a
should
man.
All for it.
No,
Arnold
I'm
is-
with you.
Arnold-
I don't like him anyway. Give a damn about him.
I'll be back.
No, you won't.
Arnold, it was worth
I don't care about
about
Arnold. I'm talking
$500
about a man
to
with money.
$750 million.
Can you believe?
She
I
shouldn't
didn't know
give
he
a
was
damn.
worth
That
that
he
much.
made. Yeah. She
yeah.
didn't make that.
That she helped him
No,
make
he
with her
made that
support.
before.
No, she
With
didn't.
her support,
Come
his
on.
being his backbone.
No,
I
she
think
wasn't
she
his backbone.
should get more than
If
half
she was
of
the
that.
real, if
I
she was
don't.
a good wife, she would
I
have
didn't
let him
see
do
her in the
something else.
Terminator.
Yeah, it's not about the Terminator.
That's
It's
where the
about-
money's coming
she
from.
was
At
the
home making a nice home for him when he came.
Not really. The
home
maid
from
was.
making-
Yeah.
She got rewarded with the son.
Maria was doing that. Yeah, I'm
We
sorry.
know she
Mildred
wasn't
was
there.
doing that. So maybe
She
Mildred
hired
should
that
get a
trifling
summons.
maid.
What a great name.
She did all.
How much
she
did
hired
Mildred
that.
get? How much did Mildred get?
Mildred got the house.
Mildred should just get
She got
child
her little
support. That's
house
it.
and
So she should
she
get a
got
little
the
something
baby.
too, because
She
I
get her
mean, she
child
supported
support.
him.
Box of
Her
syringes.
child support.
She was there while Maria was out at work.
She should get child support. He fathered her child.
She should get half.
I think Maria should get. Well, I think that he's going to be fair and give her a lot more than what she.
Fair?
Well, what is actually like California is a community property state.
Yeah, you
So
get
all the
hosed if you're a
All the
guy.
gold
That's what that
diggers
means.
Standing up right now.
So all the assets accumulated during a marriage are split 50-50. I think she should get 70.
Yeah.
I think she should get 70.
She's definitely the brains behind that. Sure.
I think
Let's
so.
give her
I mean, she
70%.
stopped. You also have to realize she stopped doing what she was doing. She
What
said-
did she
Whoa,
do?
whoa, whoa, whoa,
She was,
whoa.
like a
she was,
Kennedy.
she was, no,
Uh-uh.
she was a newscaster.
She didn't
Oh.
stop
She
that to
sure
support
was. She was a
him.
newscaster.
Yeah,
That's
they
just-
paid
that ain't
$20
no-
million a year like
Hold
the
up.
movies do.
She didn't
No
stop
matter
that
what-
to support him. She would have stopped that earlier. She wanted to be
I can't
supportive.
stand looking
She
at her.
stopped because
Something about that neck.
her neck is on.
Maria,
She stopped because
Maria's
it was
beautiful.
a conflict of interest for her
Not
job.
beautiful.
She wasn't trying to support this dude.
No.
She wasn't trying to. And what about him? He
wasn't.
married a Kennedy. What
So?
the hell was he on? He was on BS.
He had money.
He was on BS. He married
He
a
wasn't
Kennedy.
hurting
He
for
knew
money.
what he
She's
was
the
doing.
one- she's
And
the
then
one
turned
we're shoving
around
out
and
now.
had a baby on one of them.
Hey, it happens.
Get out of here.
Side pieces.
No,
Yeah.
nigga,
One
you,
got by
you-
the goalie.
You ain't balling out of control like
That's
that.
right,
You
because the
gonna come up
Kennedys
here-
usually have babies on you.
Right.
Thank you. Exactly.
Like she
Exactly.
didn't know how it worked? Come on.
I'm sorry. He's not going to come up in here from another country, grab him a Kennedy, and then do her wrong like that. I'm sorry. No, boy, bye. Get,
He didn't
get
do her
out of here
wrong.
with that. Get out of here with Anyway, in
What
other
else is going on?
other
Glenda?
news,
What else is
Cat
going on?
Williams is in the news yet again. His bodyguard kills a family's dog in the damn Jack in the Box drive-through.
That is hilarious.
Cat Williams' tour bus pulled into a Jack in the Box in Williams, Arizona. While there, one of Cat's bodyguards was bitten by a German Shepherd twice, and the dog he killed the dog.
Wait a minute.
Dog.
I'm sorry. Wait a minute.
Dog.
If a dog bites me twice, that dog deserves to die.
Well,
Yeah.
okay, and I got that, but it just seems like madness
You gonna
follows
bite me
Cat Williams.
twice?
Whose dog
everywhere.
was it, though?
It was a family that was also in the drive-thru at the Jack in the
And
Box.
the dog
and the
name
dog
was Lester.
The dog's name Lester was a retired.
Lester's dead.
And Lester was a retired police dog
Well,
that had
Lester.
gotten loose during a walk with its owners. The family said that Cat Williams came outside and told them the bodyguard would be fired immediately.
Why?
I'm loving the sound effects.
He then went onto his tour bus and came back out with an eight-week-old mastiff. Who rides around a tour bus with a baby mastiff in the damn bus?
Well, if the baby just got
And
born,
offered it
what's
to
he
the
supposed
family to replace Lester.
That's a $3,000 dog.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
I mean, they took.
So he blasted the dog, went on the bus, got another dog, and
The
said, "Here, take this one."
the bodyguard
Yeah.
killed the dog. Cat came out and apologized profusely, said he was going to fire his bodyguard. He went onto the bus and came back with an 8-week-old mastiff and offered it to the family to replace Lester.
That's a good bodyguard, though.
Isn't that a good?
Because no, that's a good bodyguard.
Dog shouldn't be
Oh,
biting.
That's a
that
good
he shot the
bodyguard.
dog?
Yeah, man. I'm saying his job is to guard the body, and if that dog is biting folks, and I'm strapped, that dog is gonna die. If that
Kyle.
dog bites me twice, and I have heat on me, that dog will die.
Well,
I
the
got
family,
bit twice. I can see if he was barking at me, I'd be like, "Yo, man,
Yeah,
chill
'cause the
out."
dog
But
can-
he bit me. Ouch! Bit me
Yeah.
again. Ouch!
Yes,
Nigga,
okay.
don't you ever bite me again?
Well, the family accepted.
Now play a gunshot.
New York is too funny. Well, the
hilarious.
family.
What about the sacrifice dog? How he feel today?
Yeah,
he
he's
went
dead.
from a tour bus
Smother.
to a Hugo. He probably hadn't been fed in 3 days and
funny.
didn't get the
And
Jack in the
they
Box.
named him Bella. They named the little puppy Bella, and
And
the
he got
family
named
took
Bella.
pictures with Cat. Okay, this is another Casey Anthony. You done killed my dog, and I want to sit here and take pictures with you and smile and cheese.
Dog still
Okay,
laying there.
I don't get it.
That's hilarious.
So
Lester.
no charges have been filed on the bodyguard. By the way, no charges were filed.
What? Beyonce confirms.
Yes, thank you.
I know. Changing the subject.
Now do the dog and then do the gun. Now shoot.
That's
Now
exactly
you
what
got another story.
Shout out to Peter.
All right. We
Oh,
got
my
it.
Apologize for this.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm sorry,
oh my
Peter.
God.
But
Y'all want to
back
be
to
on the morning
entertainment
show
news.
shooting dogs.
Beyonce confirmed
Hey,
that she'll
Howard
do.
Stern.
Beyonce confirmed that she'll do the lead in the Clint Eastwood remake of A Star Is Born.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, she's been linked to the role in months, but it's just been revealed that she'll be in.
Beyonce doing it big right now.
Yeah, she is.
She's
I
like-
want
will be
Kelly
the
to get
fourth.
some stuff
This is the 4th remake. So the one with Barbara Streisand was not the first.
No, it was a couple.
That was the 3rd with Barbara Streisand.
Yeah. Hey, crack research team, find out who were in the other 3 actually stars.
Not actors.
Well,
Yeah, the actors.
Janet Gaynor and Judy Garland were the 2 actresses. in
For
other
the first one?
For the first 2. And Russell Crowe is in talks to co-star. So what do you guys think about Beyonce and Russell
They
Crowe
kissing each other?
kissing on each other?
Well, if he beats it, just film it so I can see it.
Yeah. Man, she's hot.
Hilarious.
Let me
hope
see.
he's
I
right.
have the weekend box office here. I don't have it printed out. I'm sorry.
So,
are we gonna do-
since Cheryl's not here, she told me we only have to do the top 3.
You're
Send me a
stupid.
text.
Let's go. Let's try top 10.
Nah, you can do them all.
You wanna
Don't-
do them
don't
all?
Give me
Let's
that.
see.
Top
She said
65,
that. She didn't
please.
say that.
At number 20.
Top 65.
At number 20 is Source Code.
Never heard of it.
You never heard of it?
I never heard none of
At
these.
number
but go ahead.
19, A Better Life. Number 18, Fast Five. They're way down there.
That's
at number
Cheryl's
18,
movie.
right? That's Cheryl. At number 17, Bad Lace Front. Thor.
Oh, okay.
At number 16, Beginners.
All right.
The Tree of Life is at 15. Kung Fu Panda 2 was at 14. KJ, would you still watch Kung Fu Panda 2? Would you still see that? I don't know.
My
Like,
man
what's the
Drew
age
He
group
would.
for that?
Yeah.
Number 13, Pirates of the
old.
Caribbean on Stranger Tides.
Saw that.
You saw that? Was it good?
It was good.
At number 12, The Hangover Part 2.
It was good.
11, X-Men First Class. Midnight in Paris is at 10. Bridesmaids is at number 9.
Yeah,
What's
it's
wrong with
fun.
that?
It's
Is that
good.
bad?
That's good. I mean,
That's
how did
good,
it get
right?
way
I
down
still
there?
haven't seen that movie. I can't wait to see it.
It's
I think I'm gonna see it
hysterical.
while I'm out of town.
Right.
You'll like it.
Let's see. Mr. Popper's Penguins is at 8. KJ, we read that in what, the 4th grade, right?
Glenda, you ain't got a front like you can read.
Mother of the Year over there.
Glenda's son
Remember
in
that,
the
kid?
studio. Glenda's son.
I've got it on tape.
Boy, remember when we read that book?
Like, I don't remember that book.
Number 7, Green Lantern. Number 6,
Remember
Super
when we
8.
read that book,
I
KJ?
saw-
Green Lantern? Come on now. Play along.
I saw
Play
Super 8 over the
along.
weekend. It was really good.
I went to a
It co-
Super 8 over the weekend, too. Thank you.
Ooh, with
Thank
who?
you, Lisa.
With
It's a white girl.
Super 8 reminded me of Signs. Did any of you see Super 8 yet?
No.
I just
It
saw Super 8. I just told you that. Now get out my business.
Not
now.
with the. I don't mean with the Lisa co-starring with you.
Oh, okay.
Did you like it?
Super 8 was really good. I
Really?
thought all the children did an amazing job. And this film reminded me a lot of Signs with Mel Gibson. I think back in 2003.
What number was that?
It's
Super
at
eight?
6. Monte Carlo. What is Monte Carlo at number 5? I haven't even heard of that.
I don't know. I've seen one, though.
With who?
Haven't
Pretty
seen it.
sure.
Oh, of course you would know that with Selena Gomez.
Oh, yeah.
KJ
yeah.
reminded me.
Is she 18 yet?
No, I don't think
Oh,
so.
yeah, she did.
Yeah, I think she might be.
Larry
Oh, she pretty
Crown
cute.
is at number
Just
4.
saying.
Bad Teacher.
Hold on. Larry Crown. Is that the Cedric Entertainer?
Oh, that's with
Yes.
Tom Hanks, right?
Yep. Is that Taraji in there too? Taraji plays the wife.
Julia Roberts.
Plays Cedric's wife. Look, we
You
only
know,
know Cedric
yeah,
and Taraji.
Jim Kelly. We're going to the black actors.
Saying the
in
white
first.
people.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jim
Tom
Kelly.
Hanks, sure.
Doing his job, representing for the white people.
And
Represent.
to all you casting directors and producers, feel free to not go with the standard Regina Kings, Taraji Hensons. You know, there's some. There's some Glenda Darnell Redfields around here as
There
well.
is.
That you know.
There is.
You know what?
But
You got too
you
many
can play a
names.
different role.
Too many names.
Glenda.
You can play a different role.
Go with Glenda. Just go with Glenda.
Glenda, if you stay down, I'll get you in a
Whatever,
role.
Negro. I'll never get a damn part
Now,
in
hold
if I
up
gotta
now.
stay down.
No, I mean if we stay cool, nigga. Damn. That's what
Well,
I
you
meant
should-
when I
you
said if
should
you
have
stay
done it by
down.
now. You should
Stay
have done
down
that
with the
by now.
homie. What I'm saying is if
You
you
ain't no
still the
damn
homie,
homie.
okay,
so
well,
what
all
number-
right then.
what number
All right
are
then.
we
You gets
already?
nothing. Damn it. You gets nothing.
You can't green light a damn thing. Any
Watch
damn
when I'm
way.
green lighting shit.
All right,
Watch when
guys.
you gonna
All
get the
right.
red light
All right.
when I got the green light.
I'm
Glenda
out.
Redfield will get the red light.
What
It's been
number are
said.
we, Glenda?
We're at number 3.
It is finished, as the
With
Lord said. It is finished.
Bad Teacher. KJ, you and I are gonna fuck Kyle up in the lobby tonight when we leave up
Whoa.
out of here.
I almost
Dump that.
did the joke.
No, don't
I almost did the joke that goes with that one, but KJ's my dude.
Anyway, number 2 is Cars. Cars 2. KJ, you want to give us number 1?
I could tell you that.
Transformers Darker Than the Moon. I saw that movie like
You saw it before it came out on
Friday.
the bootleg?
I
That's
saw it
horrible,
Friday.
Glenda. You got your boy watching bootleg movies.
I saw it.
All right,
Yeah.
so that's
Was it good?
entertainment.
So that's
How's the new?
entertainment.
Hold up, ladies. Hold up,
Horrible
ladies.
bosses.
Wait.
I'm talking grown men talking.
Yeah.
Whoa.
How's the new replacement for Megan?
Nah, she didn't get the job done. She's cute. She's no Megan Fox, though.
But that's
What?
a girl,
What
though.
are you
Big
talking
thing.
about?
Yeah,
Oh,
Megan's a girl.
Transformers.
Yeah, Transformers. The girl that took Megan Fox's
Oh.
job. She's cute,
But she's not
her
it.
lip bugs me, and she's just
Really?
not Megan Fox. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And by the way, they grossed 162 million.
Yeah.
That's
wow,
crazy.
That's a lot of money.
That's a lot of damn money.
It would have been 200 if Megan was there.
Well, that was great. Thank you so much, Glenda.
And our bosses
Thank
movie
you.
comes out this week.
Oh,
movie?
Horrible
Bosses.
Bosses.
I wanna
Horrible
see it.
bosses.
Oh, is he the lead?
You know what? I
horrible
saw
boss
that.
in there?
Not the
Hey,
lead.
hey,
He's
hey,
a cameo.
hey, hey.
He's not the horrible boss.
Could you say his name?
Jamie Foxx.
Is he the
No.
horrible boss?
His
No.
His
No.
name in
No.
the movie.
He plays the guy that kind of teaches
The
him how to
killer.
kill.
Oh, he don't play the
What's his
horrible
name
boss.
in there?
Are you trying to say that your boss Jamie Foxx is a horrible boss? Let's just put it
That
out
was Glenda. That was
Glenda
Glenda,
Redfield.
Is he
Jamie.
the horrible boss?
With
Oh,
the
that-
with the neck roll.
Hey, 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 wait, Jamie, let her stay for the end. Let her stay to the end of the show. Sorry,
You know what?
Glenda.
I also want to kind of include in the entertainment report what happened over the weekend in
Atlantic City.
at Atlantic City.
Oh, it was nice.
Oh,
Go,
yes.
Move forward. Let's just get mad.
Now what happened?
So
No,
yeah,
no.
Jamie is
Glenda-
in horrible
Glenda-
bosses.
Come
Oh, I
on,
know
now.
why.
Soon.
Okay, let me explain to y'all Radio
on,
Land
Guy
why,
Black.
why
Give us some
Glenda
details.
is hating on Jamie Foxx. Let me just break it down.
No,
as he
he's in
says.
horrible
As he
bosses.
says, let's get focused right here, y'all.
I
This is
applaud
what
him for
happened.
being a horrible
This is
boss.
what happened. Glenda
That's
didn't get to
fabulous.
go to the Atlantic City trip, so she's hating. Okay.
No, I'm not hating. I'm just
Linda,
glad that
there was
he's
a list
in horrible
of
bosses.
the top 20 employees, and Linda was number 64. So she
Kudos
in.
to our.
Kyle, I want to shout out to you. I saw you Saturday in Atlantic City.
Oh, yeah. Atlantic City.
Really?
Hey,
Kyle was there too.
hey, I was at the Super 8 though. I didn't get to stay at the Taj Mahal like the ballers paid.
Kudos
Yes, I
to
was there.
Jamie in horrible
Don't get
bosses.
it wrong. It was season.
So what? Is,
Oh, my
so
bad.
how was it,
Caesar.
Guy? Really? No, I want to hear
What?
maybe some details that we have.
It was pretty nice. I think with Essence going on, we just try to do something different. Do it in Atlantic City. Next year, we're trying to bring the whole staff. We really want to do everything there.
Whatever.
We did.
I'm,
worry about
you know what,
Glenn. Hey,
I'm
Glenn.
excited.
Well, those that'll be here next.
Yeah,
year.
for real. 'cause,
I can't wait.
I
Peace
think,
out.
Linda will be starting
No,
a
I
new
think
movie.
it's
soon.
wild.
yeah, she'll be doing.
Well, hopefully.
Yeah.
no, I get it. You're building a presence, and everybody.
Yeah,
at
we're
the end
trying.
of
It
the day.
was the first one for us, and it was all the hotels were sold out.
And what
All the
happened? So
shows
what
were sold
was
out.
it? So
Let him
what was
speak,
it?
guys.
Hold on. So what was
I'm
it?
sorry.
Thank you. What was the event?
It was called the Foxxhole Radio Comedy Celebrity Weekend.
And I understand that Jamie performed at all the events.
He actually made
Isn't
it to
that
every
amazing?
radio show.
I'm
All right, so how many shows
I
was
missed it. I wish I had been
No, we
there.
did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 live shows.
Now he put in some work.
6 maybe.
He put in some work.
Starting
7 live shows.
because we did Tuesday here,
Yeah.
and then Wednesday was in Atlantic City.
No.
Did you
Wednesday,
guys-
Wednesday was Gary Payton. He was here.
Okay.
Okay, and then
So you didn't
Thursday was in
broadcast
Atlantic
from there.
City.
Right. Atlantic City was from Friday to Sunday night. Actually,
okay.
Monday morning.
Friday till Sunday, you guys were in Atlantic City
Yeah.
partying and up.
You know what?
She's been a chick right now.
Did
She's
you
been a
really?
chick
That's
right
what
now.
women always ask.
Kudos
me.
to Jamie
Are you going to
Foxx.
send for me?
In
I'll send
Horrible
for you, right.
Bosses.
So, Guy Black, right quick. So, what happened? I know y'all had radio shows, but was it stand-up shows? What else happened?
There was a comedy show Friday night with Ari Spears, Earthquake, Tony Roberts.
I love Aries.
And Speedy. Only one that wasn't funny was Speedy.
Nah,
don't
Speedy
do
brings
that.
it.
we
Speedy's
like
fun.
actually Speedy kills it on
crushes.
stage.
Yeah,
he
yeah.
crushes.
Great.
Was
We just joke
Johnny
with him
back
a lot.
there?
Johnny Mac was there, but he didn't get on stage, not to do comedy. And Saturday night.
What was he
All right,
doing
so
on
this is
stage?
Friday
Well,
night.
I mean, he was just doing the radio show.
Stroking?
A lot of bitches.
That's what I be doing. So,
That's how I roll.
Friday
Jay.
night, there was a comedy show.
Yes, and then every night there was an after party with a different celebrity
After the
host.
show, it's the after
Yeah, with a
party.
different
and
celebrity
After
host.
the party, it's the hotel lobby. Yeah.
It was like that.
All
It
right.
was
So
like
then,
that.
Nice.
what happened Saturday?
Saturday night was a blackjack tournament.
Okay.
Nice.
And Amber Rose show along with the Gary Payton show we broadcast live.
Amber Rose has a
Amber
show
Rose
on this
has a show?
station.
Yes.
Damn, maybe
We
I
didn't
should.
start- we didn't
Maybe
start
I
it
should
yet.
open up the catalog.
She actually
and see
came
who else
out
working this
with
month.
a wig on.
Really?
I just saw her on
Wearing a wig
MTO.
now.
I like
Yeah.
She
her
had
work.
because she didn't have hair like at
She
the
has a-
awards.
No,
we
she
need
was
a
wearing
webcam
No
for
hair
that
on
one.
media takeout.
Right.
So,
Jason, y'all need a webcam for her show.
That'd be nice. I'll hook up
Talk
a
about
webcam.
her nude pictures and everything.
What did
Yeah,
she
yeah.
say about the nude pictures?
She said they were hers, and that a guy she was dating like 5 years ago was the one that
5
What a
years
sucker,
ago.
man.
released him. Yeah.
What
Wow.
a sucker.
Yeah, and I'm thanking
But
him
she
for
got a
that.
hot body,
Yeah.
don't she?
Yeah, she looked good.
She's hot.
I saw the
Congrats.
uncut
Shout
ones,
out
too.
to that
Yeah,
guy.
she
Shout out
did.
to Media
J-Lo.
Takeout.
I love that
Good
guy.
look on that. So that was Saturday night. Saturday night there was
I was going through the whole.
because I want to know. I want us to take us through it. You know what I mean? This
You wanna live
entertainment.
vicariously
I want to
through
be
it.
vicarious. You know what I'm saying? This is for Glenda. This is a shout out for my girl Glenda.
You ain't right.
Redfield.
A shout out for what?
I'm taking you to the Atlantic City,
I'm like,
Glenda.
you ain't taking me nowhere.
Wait a minute. Hold on, Glenda. Let me stop
You
this
ain't
right
taking
here.
me nowhere.
I just thought about something.
What's that?
We took you to Miami.
And
Yep.
so I should have went to Atlantic City too.
Hold on, wait a minute.
Wait a minute.
Hey, did I go to Atlanta, to Miami? Guys, like, did White Jim Kelly go to Miami?
Yeah, I didn't make that.
So why
Stacey,
did I
did you go to Miami?
I didn't go to Miami.
Okay, so
I
I
don't
think
even know if
Glenda's
Cheryl
being
was in Miami.
spoiled right
I think
now.
you guys should do a New Year's Eve party.
I agree.
I think that'd be hot.
I think that
Cheryl
would
will
be
be
hot.
in Detroit
We want to
for
know
New
all
Year's
the
Eve.
listeners that would show up to our New Year's Eve party right here in Los
Cheryl will
Angeles.
be in
Maybe we
Detroit
should do
on
it
New Year's Eve.
Kyle
But if
said
y'all
Cheryl
want
will be in
Chicago.
Detroit.
on New Year's Eve, but if y'all want to do something in
Yeah, I'm
Detroit,
not doing a
We'll
New
be
Year's party in
Detroit.
Detroit.
Are there still people in
It's gonna
Detroit?
be cold.
No, I'm just saying.
hey Detroit, I love you, man.
Oh, we
It's
gotta
going
take a
down.
break.
I would go. Maybe we can get Eminem to host it.
Wow.
I love Eminem.
I
Yeah.
do.
You do?
Yes. I
Okay,
like
Kyle,
him.
I'm done. Thank you.
Hey man, hey man.
So
I still want to know off the air what happened on Saturday.
Ooh, it was rough.
it sounds like
Give
it
us a
was,
little
sounds
bit.
like they had a good time. You had a good
Were the
turnout.
breezes in the
It
building?
was
And I don't
sold
mean
out.
Chris
Everything
Brown.
was sold out.
Nice.
Everything was
Very
to the
nice.
limit. It was really nice.
Very
Wow.
nice.
Very good.
Sunday.
Yeah.
All right.
What
Well, we're
happened
going to
Sunday?
take a break. Thank you guys for
Forget
the
it.
entertainment report.
We come back with
Thanks
sports.
for
Hey, we
keeping
gonna
up.
find out more. The fellas riding in the truck, honk right now if you want to hear about this luscious party in Atlantic City. You want to hear all the details.
The party's
Trying
over.
to
We're about to
break
go
it
down.
sports when we get back with
Another one of my songs.
K-Earth and White County. Oh, keep playing that. I love this song. I saw her on Good Morning America. She killed it. Yeah.
What a good man America do to her.
And she looked good too. She lost all that weight.
Chi-Town Princess, Jennifer Hudson.
I love her. She we graduated from the same high school. Dunbar.
Same time?
No.
Not at all.
No, not at all. Close, but no
Not
cigar.
exactly.
Saw her in third grade. Didn't you?
For real.
Yeah. We are back on the Sheryl Underwood Show.
What your name is?
My name is Stacey McClain, sitting in for the one and only Sheryl Underwood. We miss you, Sheryl. She'll be back next week.
Where's she at?
I don't know. Sheryl don't
She's
like
at
telling
the,
where she goes.
She announced it last week that she was going
I
to
forgot.
Yeah, she went to the Kappa convention in
Oh, yeah,
Indianapolis.
right.
Shout out to Nap.
I forgot.
Town.
I'm sure she's having a ball
Yeah.
with all them Kappas.
Okay.
100.
She's a Kappa kitten.
Oops in the house, yo. Not me though.
And I'm sure some of my AKA sisters are there.
Looking for Cap.
I know, looking for
We're gonna get
cappers.
capped.
Ooh, looking to get capped. That's funny.
Captain Nap.
Get capped.
To all my AKs in the house. So we're gonna kick it.
You where'd you play as
I
Stacey?
pledged. I went to
What
Cal
city?
Poly in Pomona.
Oh, yeah, that's my original hood.
skated.
Pomona in the
Really?
building. Yeah, I'm originally from Pomona, California. You skated, you came
I
after.
skated. Yeah.
I mean, I wasn't gonna put you out there. I just wanted to
you
know
know,
where you was from.
I was just happy to be a part of.
I just want to know.
sorority.
I want to know if you was you hoeing
Pledge.
in the in your
No,
college
you know
days.
what? Not really.
Was she
I
what?
Had one
She said
boyfriend.
not really.
Not really.
Fellas, I said was she hoeing? And
That's
she
what I
said,
thought he
well,
said.
not really.
I had a potential.
Sort
to.
of hoeing.
Call in 855-369-9898. We're about to kick in with sports with Kyle and Kelly.
This is really the main reason why everybody's tuning in. I hate to tell you that.
Get the hell out
Really?
of here.
Sports
Just wanna
time.
hear
It's
some-
all about
That's
haters.
Nothing going on in
Yeah.
sports. Y'all getting ready to
Not
make
a
up some
damn
No, all right, what
thing.
y'all gonna talk? I want to hear about the lockout. I want to hear about the
Good.
lockout.
Turn
one?
down them
I want to
mics.
hear.
I know, for real.
What's going on with the Yankees? I want to hear about this whole thing.
Yankees?
Yeah. Well,
Dodgers.
didn't Yankees doing like 7 in a row so far?
Yeah, and Jeter's coming back.
Yes.
I
So
saw
he is back.
Jeter. I
Yes.
saw Jeter in a minor league uniform, brother. That just
He's-
wasn't right.
He's
man.
getting old, man.
Damn.
He doesn't got much left. But Tiger Woods.
Oh yeah.
Let's talk
Not
about
That
it.
whole
playing.
knee thing. He's not
Again.
coming back.
Yeah, the next major's up is the British Open, and he announced today he will not play in the British Open because he's not 100%.
That's major.
Tiger.
He's cut it down.
I
Yeah,
think
his physical health is probably ailing because of some decisions he made.
Well,
while
that he
was
doesn't
on top.
regret, and there's nothing wrong with him.
No, I'm
He
not talking
does
about the
regret.
hoes. I ain't talking about the hoes.
I'm sure he.
You know I would not be dissing him about the hoes. I'm talking
Yeah,
about some other
what am I
decisions
thinking?
he might have allegedly made.
Well, it was like cutting down from
To,
125 to 75
Be at
women.
the top of his game. That perhaps is coming back on him. Let's just say that.
I think
Wait a
he
minute. How
might
did
miss
he
the whole
injure
year.
his knee?
It's years and years of wear and tear,
Oh, okay.
and he's had surgery on him before. And the torque of his swing, it's so powerful, it's not kind at all. So he's going to have these
I've had a
problems for a
lady
long
tell
time.
me that the torque of my swing is so powerful.
Oh my God.
I'd like to see you.
I've never had a woman tell me that. Weird.
Glenda be hating, man. Let me tell you, Glenda's
Oh
a
my
homie. I'm
gosh.
not going to dish you right now, Glenda. You the homie.
Oh my
Nothing but
gosh.
love for you, Glenda Redfield.
What else is going on,
Whatever.
guys?
Nothing but love.
Nothing but
Never
love.
is.
for
Roger
you,
Clemens.
baby.
What you got? Yeah, what's up with Raj, man?
Starts tomorrow, I believe, the
Oh, snap.
What?
jury
Now,
deliberation
you know
for
we
his
got, you know
lying
we
to
always got to
Congress.
take the racial age, man.
Oh.
So Barry was guilty on like the minor
One,
things.
yeah, you got minor one.
All right, so that means Roger Clemens.
The
as-
difference here, though, is his trainer's testifying against Roger, and Barry's never did.
Wow.
Yeah, not looking
Roger,
good for Raj.
it's not looking good for him at all, but he's going to use the blackmail defense against him.
Black male, like the African American male.
Yeah,
or
like
the-
he's jealous. No.
no, more like the extortion. Blackmail.
Yeah, and
Okay.
jealousy of the whole thing. He's trying to work that angle so he can maybe
Yeah.
get off of all these things, but he's
I
in
get
trouble.
that. Yeah, it's not looking good for Raj.
No, not at all.
Wow.
Not looking good for
Yeah.
Raj.
So he can be going to jail.
I saw him over the summer at the Michael Jordan Golf Classic in Las Vegas.
Were
Did
you
look big?
Were you there, or were you just
yes,
in Vegas?
he did. Now that you mentioned
Like
it.
juice?
Representing the Foxhole.
Really?
I was there representing the.
Oh, that's
Foxhole.
another
See,
trip, huh?
another trip that you went to. That
Well,
we
that was
didn't
a
go
trip
to.
that I organized on my own.
Yeah. Okay. Whatever.
Take
Back
advantage
to
of
us.
your titles here at Foxhole.
You're right. You're right. You're in
Or
line.
your former
I
title.
give you that. Yeah.
I'm gonna still use that too.
You're in line. I give you that, Glenda. You do hustle. All right, back to us.
Oh!
What is up, White Jim Kelly? Has Kobe and the coach, have they spoken yet?
Yeah, I think they've spoken
Are
because
they
he was
cool?
over, and yeah, they're good.
They
fine.
good?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Well, so, but
those who don't know.
Kobe is doing this whole silent treatment thing. I understand.
Well,
not
he's
talking
actually
to
been
the
in
press.
Germany, though, because he had some knee surgery.
Oh, I'm going to
Some,
Germany.
Cutting-edge knee surgery to hope. It's like blood twirling or something like that to rebuild. I would imagine the cardio,
The
whatever.
cartilage is
So the
cartilage
German
and
so he's,
German
his
he's
doctors
getting
are
close
better?
to bone on bone.
Yeah, I guess it's cutting edge stuff. So that's where he was at for the last month, and then of course everybody made a big deal. Why isn't he spoken about the coach and all that kind of stuff
Yeah,
when he
but
was
he was
over there
busy.
doing that?
I wonder if his wife and kids are there with him. They should be.
I would imagine she's there.
Well,
I mean, she didn't
hopefully
go
after
Eagle.
the last knee surgery.
No, they're
for
in
real,
Denver.
The last knee surgery.
Ooh, that's the wife.
they're an Eagle.
Hilarious.
I
Yeah,
would
the
assume
last time
she's
Kobe
there.
got knee surgery, it didn't end well.
It didn't end very well, so I'm hoping they're over there with him.
It wasn't
But-
a happy ending, so to speak.
Well,
Her it was.
for her it was.
For who?
Well,
for
it
the
could have
wife?
been a painful one. Yeah.
Nah, she didn't want that $4 million ring for that embarrassment. But it's all G. What?
NFL lockout.
So what's the deal, man? I mean, from what I'm
hearing.
hearing.
Can I just ask a question
No,
about that?
you can't actually.
No, wait, I don't get it. I don't get it. Wait, explain to me. The lockout is on. They keep saying it's on both sides. What does that mean exactly? Can you? I don't get that. When I've heard, well, the lockout is not necessarily on both sides; it's just on one side. What does that mean?
You're talking about the NFL lockout or the NBA one?
The NBA one.
Oh, the NBA one.
Right.
That one's worse because they're trying to overhaul the whole system, the financial system. The NFL's fighting over who gets the money. The owners of the NBA are saying the system's broken, there isn't that much money. Right. And the NBA players are saying, no, blah, blah, blah. So the NBA one is in a lot more trouble than the NFL one.
They won't be playing
They said they might not even play, but no sooner than December or January.
They're not playing.
Wow.
Yeah. I would be shocked if they played 50 games, and I would not be shocked at all if they don't play next year.
If they were not to come back till January, how would that affect the schedule?
Well, there's a drop dead date where you could have a season or not, wherever that would be.
January 1st is the date.
I would think, yeah.
Oh, wow.
But you know what? I'm
what
sorry.
about
Go
this
ahead,
whole
God bless.
miscommunication thing with the Lakers?
We don't speak about communication during sports. That's a relationship topic. Back to sports.
Go ahead, Guy.
I think the biggest problem here that we're talking about is with the NBA lockout. Is not the players. Well, what's going to happen with the groupies? I mean, where they
what are the groupies going to do when the NBA lockout comes to you?
All-Star Weekend hasn't been canceled yet, so there's still hope for them.
I'm telling you, it's going to be a sad day.
It's going to be hella groupies at the and that's where all the groupies show up.
Being in LA, you know, we haven't had football locally, so I'm looking forward to some Trojan games this year. Since
wow,
really? They won't count, so
I mean they don't count.
Yeah.
What's up, Brother King? But I mean, at least the Trojans will be playing. I mean, you know, the Raiders won't be playing, and the Seahawks won't be playing.
They'll be playing.
My Eagles.
It'll be figured out by next week this time or the end of this week.
Oh, good.
The NFL will be figured out. I think
the NFL lockout.
Yeah, I think they will figure it out by the end of this week or next Tuesday around. Time.
And if they don't, we will have a really dismal sports season.
we have college football.
Yeah, you still haven't known.
It's not the same.
College basketball.
No, it's the same.
But I tell you right now,
the
NCAA would be happy if the NFL didn't get their act together.
Everybody
be jonesing.
Then there'd be more kids or more money that the rich people could take from the kids.
And
see, that'd be good for guys. Like, I only follow the big teams. And that's only because I'm more familiar with the names. I mean, I barely, follow sports at all.
Who are the teams you're talking about?
I'm talking about, I only follow the NFL. I don't follow college sports. Marcus King, what are you doing?
The owners,
Marcus King is sizing up young KJ.
The NBA owners are already rescheduling dates in their arenas for concerts and things like that.
Wow. So they can get that money back.
Wait a minute. They don't own the arenas, do they?
Some of them have deals with the arena.
Right.
Yeah.
Sweet, get the money, man. I'm sorry. I'm an ex-athlete, but I got to side with the owners because
you are ex-athlete.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Now. Hold up, groupies at the end. Hold on now. This belt can be off in 6.2 seconds. Watch your mouth, goddammit.
What you playing, croquet?
I'm not going to respond. I won't respond to the ignorance at the far right side of the table.
Hey, I'm down here too.
What did you play, Kyle?
But my point is,
where did you play?
What did you play?
Badminton champion.
I played these hoes. Now here's the thing.
Floor hockey.
Floor hockey.
But my point is,
badminton.
I got to go with the owners, though. Hold on. I'm not going to get under this. I'm not going to waste my time to dignify myself or these comments of ignorance that are coming from the south
owners
side
in the
of
basketball
table.
one. The football one.
Like table tennis.
Ping pong. The ping pong champion.
Come on, Kyle.
You look like an athlete.
I will have you know.
You look like an athlete.
Yeah, because
I'm
he
a
don't call
three-time champion of the Southern University Jaguar football squad.
Oh, my goodness.
3-time champion, 26-0. You need to shut the fuck up.
I remember that thing. What year was that?
We played at the Circle City Classic in Naptown.
Oh, no, dude. Hold on. I went to all the Bayou Classic.
You sure did.
I didn't see you.
Know. Well, how do you know?
Wait a minute. Hold on.
How do you know?
I know they had a white kicker.
That was me.
They did.
That was me.
Jim Kelly.
James.
A good leg.
You know damn well you was on the polo team.
I was.
Don't worry about it.
I was
Be a
slinging
man.
my stick on the polo team.
Okay, any more sports? What else is going? What about Serena and Venus? They not in it no more.
No,
Yeah, that was last
Wimbledon's
week's
done too. See.
Okay. Who else?
Last week's sports.
lost
This
me
is
when
our
she
chance,
cried.
boy, Jim Kelly.
The ESPYs are next
To get
week,
all the
guys.
sports
Oh
in.
my God, I gotta mention something. Did you guys get the email? Okay, that's
Yeah,
off the air.
that's
talk.
off the
Email
air
from
talk.
you? Oh, now I
You get your
erase
press
those
pass.
immediately.
I won't be here, but I sent it to.
You going to the
guys.
ESPYs? Oh, you mean that topic?
I sent you guys the information. For
Yeah,
one
yeah,
of the
yeah,
ESPY
yeah.
events.
When I saw your name, I erased it before I read it. My bad.
You know, you scoured that
You ain't
email
lying. I
a
was
million
looking for
times.
pictures. Like, where they at? Where they at? Where they at? Where they at?
So is that it for sports?
I guess.
Albert Pujols is back. That's a big one.
Pujols
for
is back.
baseball.
That is a big one.
For what?
Albert Pujols.
Albert Pujols.
Yeah, he's
That-
back.
that is-
For us
and
girls.
he's
For
in-
us girls.
But
who's
that's
that?
one of the best
Baseball,
hitters
right?
in baseball.
Baseball.
okay.
Big money
Yeah.
too, if you want.
I like
for
it.
your
He'll be a
groupie
free
numbers.
agent at the end of the year, and he'll be
Really?
probably making
And
about
who's he play
25
for
a year.
now?
St.
He
Louis
plays for
Cardinals.
St. Louis.
Did you guys
Cardinals.
go into
Now-
any more baseball? Because that's the season right now.
What's that?
Did you discuss any more baseball?
Well, that's about the
What's
All-Star
the-
games next
hold
Was
on.
the Yankees
Oh, wow.
playing?
Why Jim
the
Kelly?
Who
This
was-
just in. The World Cup of Soccer.
Oh, we don't talk about soccer.
Why?
Football.
My man KJ just asked me about
Sorry,
it.
KJ.
Yeah,
We'll
his
talk
mom
about
put
that
him
off
up
the
to
air.
it.
Oh,
His
the
mom
World
put him
Cup.
up to
Yeah,
it.
that's right. Who won?
It's female
It's
soccer.
still going
actually.
on.
You know what?
There's
But on
two
the
double
real talk,
standards
though,
right there.
There's only a few
one female sports, two soccer. That's not
Yeah,
happening.
not
on
happening.
Foxxhole.
But I'm gonna be real with you.
You want
As
to talk
far
about
as-
the WA or WNBA
Yeah,
too?
No
Yeah,
way.
you
Don't
guys
do
talk
that.
about
Don't
that?
do that. As far as female sports go, this is real talk. Soccer is one of the female sports that you can watch in softball that is like the real game. It's hard to watch for me to watch the WNBA because it just don't feel like basketball.
Really?
Really?
It just doesn't.
You mean the whole look of them, like
Just when I'm watching the game, it just doesn't like the way they shoot. I'm just like, come on,
the
man.
Rosie O'Donnell resemblance with a lot of players?
But
That
when I
look?
watch the women's soccer, I'm like, wow, that actually looks like a real game.
We'll talk about that if they are in the World Cup championship. How's that?
The women go. We'll
yeah,
talk about them.
but other than that, that's not important.
But yeah,
Oh, okay.
Sorry.
Well, that was sports with Kyle and Kelly.
Yes, it
That's what we
was.
are we
got.
gonna have sex in the series today?
Yes, I don't know. I was thinking about a couple of topics. I don't know. I was trying to figure out something around the whole Casey, but that's so.
Nah,
Yeah,
hell
we're not
no.
going
No,
with
we're
duct
done with
tape.
that. We're done with that
No, where
topic.
you relax.
Yeah,
Jeez.
okay. About to
So,
say.
KJ, you'll have to go back in the other room again.
Yeah, it's about to get
Yeah,
ugly.
you're gonna have.
I-
Yeah, we have a child in the room. We're gonna have to ask you.
I told you I wasn't no kids in the room when I was shooting. They bring me bad luck, but you wouldn't listen, would you?
What damn movie is that?
That's Harlem Nights.
Oh,
okay.
KJ's my dude. He cool.
He just got back from Chicago himself.
you look like how slow he going. That's what I used to do when I was asked to leave the room.
To leave the room?
I'm like, I'm
Moving
going,
real
Mama.
slow.
I'm going.
She-
Call in 855-369-9898. We're about to go.
You know, we were going to talk about the weight. Oh, we're going to talk about them when we come back. Okay, Black? About the holiday food.
Oh, the,
and
weight
losing
loss.
weight after the holiday. We could talk about that, and we're going to give you our sex in the series topic when we come back. Ain't that right, Stacey?
That's right.
Okay.
We'll be back.
We'll be back.
There you go.
Hey, we are back on the Sheryl Underwood Show. I am sitting in your host, Stacey McClain. We miss Sheryl, but we are having the ball tonight. Thank you so much for sticking with us and being a part of this show. This is my first time hosting. I'm really excited. Thank you.
This is your first time?
It is my first time. We've been here for 2 years. Everyone else has hosted.
3
This is
years.
2 years, 3 years. We've been here a long ass time, and I never hosted. That's my
It's time
point.
for a raise.
It is,
Yeah,
isn't it?
a raise.
We're gonna move the studio to the 9th floor. We're on the 8th right now.
This is my first time hosting. I just want to thank you guys for tuning in. I'm a little. This is not what I do. I'm a writer. I normally stay at home between the confines of four walls, and I write scripts all day, every day for people that I know and love, and for myself.
That's so nice of you, Stacey.
Written for television. I actually have a couple of episodes coming out on Read Between the Lines.
Oh,
So
no,
stay
with your bad
tuned.
self.
It will air in October.
What network is that?
So,
With-
Stacey, can you throw a good word in for me
Hold
to
up,
get
hold
on
up,
the
hold
show?
up.
Oh, I'm no longer on the show. So
Can you still place a call?
of course I could, Glenda.
Okay.
No.
So,
what network is that? Is the show coming
BET
out?
BET.
Okay,
with
BET.
Tracy Ellis Ross and
Oh, I
Malcolm
like that.
Jamal
Yeah.
Warner. And
Okay, that's what's up.
worked with Ralph Harris and I'm sorry, not Ralph Harris, Arthur Harris. Ralph Harris.
You know,
is
speaking
a
of Ralph-
comedian. It wasn't Ralph,
No,
but
I'm
I
saying,
love you,
speaking
Ralph.
of
I know he's probably
I
listening.
saw Ralph Tresvant in the airport on
Speaking
Saturday.
of Ralph,
On
really?
the other, I was geeked up because I was a
Really?
fan.
Does
Oh,
he
I'm a
look
New
the
Edition
same?
fan.
He's so cute too.
Oh,
He
that-
seems like he would look the same.
He
like
was
a bit
cool.
like a
I looked. I was
baby
like, dog, you look a lot like Ralph Tresvant, dog. He said, yeah, man, I am Ralph Tresvant. I said, oh, go on with your bad self, nigga. That's New Edition on mine, nigga. That's my favorite group ever. My favorite group ever.
Did you invite him on the show?
I should have, but I just didn't want a dick ride.
Tell you what, I'll have more for you next week.
There it is.
You
Guy
know
Black knows
Guy
everybody.
Black knows everybody.
Wait till I get back.
Well, we're gonna go to Sex and Ministry.
See that?
Hold
See
up,
that
hold
move?
up. Hold up, Stacey.
Don't.
I'm with you. I picked it up.
You missing?
Yeah.
What did she say? I missed
You
it.
missing the jelly.
What'd she say?
Listen, the jelly is right there. Right there. Glenda, you know you could do the video for Who's That Lady. You could walk with the walk.
Who's that lady?
Who's that lady? Walk with the, because Glenda's
I
tall.
missed it. What did she
voluptuous,
say? I was trying to get to the
big-ass
topic.
titties.
Shut up. I
and
said
the booty.
the wait till I get back to have Ralph on.
Oh, okay.
Ralph Tresvant.
How old is he?
I knew someone was going to start singing it.
Early 40s.
Yeah, probably early
Late
40s.
Jacob, see, we had that
No,
Ralph
no late
Tresvant.
no late 30s.
What's the name of it? Ralph Tresvant.
Yeah, he's 42.
Yeah,
Sensitivity.
yeah.
Sensitivity by Ralph Tresvant.
You need a girl.
A girl with sensitivity? Hell no.
Sensitivity.
You need a girl
What does it
with
say?
sensitive titties.
You know what? If you listen to the song,
It says
tell him to
sensitivity.
play the song. He doesn't say sensitivity.
Everybody else
He
does.
says sensitive. You need a man with sensitivity. Now listen to the song.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He does.
He says sensitivity. That's my boy.
Oh, my
But
good.
What does that
But
mean?
But he violated
he needs
that
an articulation coach.
Whatever they let him do in the studio, he kept it. They playing it.
Sensitivity.
Okay, yeah, play that.
That's
So we're gonna
sensitive
go to
Ralph
Sex and the
Tresvant.
Serious.
You know they got a tour right now. I know you about to get that.
Go
thing right
ahead.
there.
No,
But they got a tour with it was Heads of State.
Yeah.
Who?
It's,
Oh, they sure do.
Yeah, it's
Who's in it?
I want to
Ralph,
say Bobby
Johnny,
Brown.
and Bobby.
Bobby Brown.
Brown.
It's the other half of BBD.
Ah.
It's everybody that's not BBD.
Right,
That
Johnny
sounds
Gill, Ralph.
interesting.
I could go to it
Bobby
like
Brown.
New Edition. I think I've seen them 3-4 times. I could go.
All day inhalers all by
It goes
the
down.
stage.
Yeah, they just did Essence.
they
They did
did?
Essence.
Did they
Or
really?
maybe that's where he was coming.
Did you go to
They
Essence
practiced
on
Skyline?
Monday.
He
No, it was in Atlantic City.
Oh, that's right. I'm sorry.
They practiced for 2 weeks straight, every day.
They don't mess around. Who did New Edition or Heads of State?
New Edition and together. They were all together.
They did the whole show.
I don't know if Bobby came. I wasn't there, but I know it was New Edition. And
Yeah, they gets it
Johnny
in,
Gill.
man. They gets it in. They know how to do a show. You remember that? What's the video, Stacey, where they were having a rehearsal, and they was looking down. Yeah, I think that's If It Is in Love. That's what.
Yeah,
it
If It Is in Love.
Yeah. And that
In-
showed
in
how
the-
hard
in the
they worked.
rehearsal room.
Yeah, in the
Yeah.
rehearsal hall.
Oh, yeah.
Sweating like a mug. And I think it was like Ralph's cousin.
I don't know.
or
I
the-
didn't see that.
You didn't used to watch
you
videos
saw,
back
you
then?
saw that before.
I saw that before.
But I saw Bobby Brown. Excuse me, on the
Clear it
BET.
up. Clear it up now. Clear it up.
Don't swallow.
On the BET
Now that was
Awards.
funny. That was a funny bit.
Whatever.
With,
Whatever.
You just see Glenda's face.
I saw Bobby Brown on the BET Awards,
Yeah.
and he just looked like he
through
has
some
gained some
things.
weight. Yeah, he's been
Yeah.
through some stuff. His eyes are all puffy. Maybe he was tired from, I don't know, coming off tour.
You mean from
but
the Real Housewives of Hollywood?
the
House
sketch
Husbands.
that
Real
they
Husbands.
did.
Yeah, it was funny.
It was
funny.
It,
Real
really,
House
it
Husbands.
was funny,
It was good.
especially when especially when Homeboy was dissing Mariah Carey.
Oh,
And
Nick
he came-
Cannon.
yeah, Nick
And
Cannon.
Nick
came
Cannon
up-
was going ballistic.
when he was dissing Eminem, that was hilarious.
That was good. That was a good.
Eminem
skit.
gonna kick his ass.
Hey, Stacey.
Yeah.
I think you was telling us on the break about this date you had.
Yeah, you guys always. I do date off the internet occasionally when I'm like
Occasionally?
bored. I'm bored. I get bored, and I don't. Like I said, I don't leave the house, and I know a lot of people who
I'll
date off
give
the
you a
internet.
board.
So I had this one date, and it was
Can I back up a second?
what?
Yeah, go, you got one. Do you approach the guy on the internet and say, let's go out on a date, or does he?
I don't. I wait for people to hit me up.
Yeah, that's the best.
I
thing.
don't.
What do
I
they
don't.
say? What do they? Because we don't do that stuff.
No, I haven't
No.
done it.
Yeah.
I haven't done it.
I did
You
it
know,
once, but anyway,
I did
I mean,
once.
how did it
I
work?
met a girl in the park and sucked her titties.
You know,
I met a girl in the park and it ended up being a man.
Ooh, this girl was
You can do
big.
the
too.
same.
guy?
I don't. You know, unlike Glenda, who gets out to all the events, and and Cheryl, who is performing all the time, I am in the house. The only place I usually go is the grocery store. I might go to the gym, but I don't get out a
You
lot.
don't get out much. Jim Kelly,
it's
take
a-
care of this girl for me,
I
man.
meet all my trashy girls in bars.
Oh, see, and I don't even go to the bars. Every once in a while, like I might go to.
We need to have a Foxxhole field trip.
We should.
We should.
But so it's a modern day convenience for me and a lot of people that I know. It's not a big deal. It's a big deal to y'all, and y'all, clown me about it. I don't really care. I don't go out a lot, and I'm very selective about, just like I'm selective about people who hit me up on Facebook. That's why my privacy settings are so high. You can only find me under Glenda. So
I'm looking at it now.
But
So this date
but
that
I
you
went
went
out
on,
with this date, right? I went out
was
with
it
this
a
guy.
Skype date or a real date?
It was no, it wasn't a
Hilarious.
Skype date, but I have had Skype dates.
What's a Skype date?
It's a
Date
computer.
on the computer.
When-
Look at them and they look at you.
I mean, but do you know that's when you were first meeting them and you were seeing them on Skype?
Yeah, and then I decide if I want to go out, physically go out with them.
Oh, wow.
So it
I
wasn't
broke
a
up with a
Skype
girl on
date.
Skype.
Okay.
Did you?
It was an actual.
That's convenient.
You
After
did?
sex.
What?
Skype sex.
Really?
Yeah.
Skype
Did you
sex?
Skype
Did you
sex
say,
the
okay, that's
wrong
enough?
with that?
What,
That
did she
works.
Amber Rose you
Oh,
or
am I the
something
only
on the Skype?
person?
Yeah, that'd be cool.
That
This,
would be nice. Yeah.
okay, let me get back. Well, I want to get this because this is gonna lead us into the sex and with the series.
Sex them in the serious.
The guy asked me if I would be that on the next day. He wants to know if he could take me, or he wanted to know if he could take me to a swingers club.
Damn.
After
That was
the
date
first
number
date?
2.
It was a
New York is on the ball.
New
this
York
week.
is on it.
Now,
And you know what? I played it off. When I'm on a date, I'm very pleasant because I don't. In Chicago, when you with a brother, and you diss them or you say something, they will cuss your ass out in the street, leave you there. I've
Put your ass out on the freeway.
That's what I am. That's what I've heard. It never happened to me. But my
Say
friends,
you accustomed to that because I'm accustomed to that shit.
No, I'm
too, so just
accustomed-
admit it.
Put out on a damn rhyme.
I'm accustomed
No, I
to the
haven't got put out on
practice,
the
but
run.
it's never happened to me in
Right.
person. I know what that's like, so I'm always pleasant until the date is over. Then when I get my ass on the phone with you the next day, it's like I'm cussing you out, or it's like over.
so he asked you to go to a swingers party
Yeah.
After the first date, though.
after the first date.
No, this was on the first date.
Oh,
we,
wow.
we met at Roscoe's.
This
He
is
was-
before or
he was a
after
white
y'all had
dude.
sex?
A white dude.
He was a white guy.
Well,
We
you know,
met-
Stacey likes white dudes.
Yeah,
Okay.
I know. I'm international. I went out with a Japanese guy 2 weeks ago.
Damn.
Sweet
Didn't
dude.
understand a word he said. Yeah, just dating, just eating sushi. You don't know what's going on.
Hey, so did the white dude hit it?
No, not
didn't?
at all. I'm not that easy.
Now the Japanese guy, that's
Well,
a
you're
point
never going
there.
out with this
He
white
like-
dude.
You
He
ain't
likes
lying.
to eat
Thank you,
sushi,
Jim Kelly.
though.
Save
Yeah.
your time. Save your time.
I didn't. Yeah,
He
he's
said
just a
sushi,
friend.
not coochie.
Same
Exactly.
thing.
Ugh.
So the question is, would you allow someone in your bedroom? And on the whole tip of swinging,
What's the phone number, Landon?
it's
Call in, give your story.
Call in. Give you a story.
855-369-9890.
I gotta ask a question, Stacey, if you don't mind,
I don't
fellas.
mind at all.
If you ever had a threesome, hit a train, had a threesome, if you've ever had more than one person in the room while you digging, we want to hear your story. It's not a yes or no question. We want to hear it. Truckers, I know my bros out there on the truck. I know.
It's not just that. It's like I want to know if someone, your mate, your spouse, your boyfriend, your girlfriend has said, "Listen, I think this will spice it up a little if we bring somebody else in."
No
Whether-
doubt. If you got that story, give us a call. What's the number, Landon? 855-369-9898. We want to hear that story. But we
Let me
really,
tell you, this guy, I was really appalled. I was a little shocked, but he was comfortable, which I like to think that I make people comfortable when I'm going out with them. He was comfortable enough to open, like he was telling me about his ex, that he took his ex to this place in, I think it's Riverside, where it's this huge place. I don't know the name of it, but she was
Oh,
sitting-
that's Sally's Ranch in Riverside. I don't know. Just made that up.
But the girl was really uncomfortable, and he just thought she was rigid. So he thought that he says, I would love to take you to this place. He goes, I don't want to offend you, but
But I'm about to say something real offensive.
exactly. That's what he said. I said, please don't ask me about anything about swinging. He says, how did you know? I said, that's probably the most offensive thing you could say to me, because I don't even know you like that.
So it was over.
Shows it was so
done.
old. It was done. It was done at Roscoe's. You know why? Because he
Took
didn't
you to
eat-
Roscoe?
You took a white dude to Roscoe's?
Roscoe?
Were you nervous about it? Because
No,
I know I
wasn't.
can't.
He actually proposed Roscoe's.
He was trying
And
to
it's
make
not-
it good.
Yeah.
Yeah,
he's trying
but
to
you
kiss
know
ass.
what?
I'm sorry, I
That's not
can't
cool.
take my white girls to
You're
Roscoe's.
right.
No
He
offense,
was
I
Jim
can't do it.
Kelly.
I
He
gotta take the
was.
white girls
But
to
you know
Denny's.
what proved to me that he wasn't really into soul food is that he didn't eat his greens, nor did he eat his sweet potatoes.
Well, he was just trying to get in that ass.
But he ordered it.
I only take the sisters to Roscoe's.
Anybody that don't eat sweet potatoes, I mean, come on, really?
I wouldn't do that. Sorry.
See, that's what I'm saying. You're not really into soul food.
Right.
So hit the phones.
He was trying to find his own soul food.
855-369-9898.
Right.
A couple of years ago, I unknowingly ended up at a swingers party. I think I told you.
I remember
about that.
this.
You did.
Yeah.
I remember this.
Yep,
I
up
remember
in
that.
the Malibu Hills.
And I know you.
So
were
it was
not
a secret
good
where the guy
soldier.
was
Did you
taking
go by
you?
yourself?
I was with a guy, and it was
On a
kind of like a
date?
blind
date.
date, so to speak. And we were supposed to meet two other friends there as well. So I said, well, I'll ride with him. So we get there, and I realized it's a damn swingers party. And I knew it was going to be.
Well,
some
how
sort
did
of
you know?
eccentric-
Just walking in the door?
Because there were people.
Some girls bent over the
screwing,
kitchen.
bent over the patio.
Were they using condoms?
chairs. There were little bowls all around the house with
Condoms.
condoms in it,
Beautiful
like
thing.
damn
Yes.
jelly
Have you
beans.
been to one?
I remember this story like it was yesterday.
There were little bowls all
Man,
around.
I would love
the
to go just to
place.
watch, dog.
No
I've heard
food,
You
just
can't
alcohol.
watch. You
Nigga.
gotta jump in.
I've heard of it.
And they
I've
only
heard
served
of it.
Watch.
they only served alcohol. There was no food there.
Man, I'd
And,
be bone hard. walking
The
through
owner
that
was
place.
like a rocket scientist or something, and there were a
Of
lot
course, because he's a genius.
of genius.
Get in the
Exactly.
parties.
There were like a lot of lawyers, executives, and that nature. There's some judges,
High profile people are
high-profile
always in
people. And what was interesting was my friend, well, the guy at the time, he had been to these parties several times, and they don't want you to bring different people all the time.
They
So
want the same folks.
They when I walked in with, they were kind of like, okay,
who is
she?
who? She
you
ain't.
know.
She ain't.
And I wasn't down, and so
is she?
I told them my name was Wendy. I couldn't think of anything else. I said, okay, I'm from Chicago. I saw Windy City. I'm Wendy, and
That's fast thinking. On
it
your
was
part,
very
Linda.
fast thinking.
Were you the only black girl there?
I don't
I
think
was the
people
only
use
black
their
girl
real names
there.
anyway. Probably.
I was the only black girl there, and I remember at one point
All
I was
pink
sitting
toes.
there talking to the owner of the home, and we had talked for like 30
Glenda
minutes.
went straight for the owner.
He was buck
God bless.
naked. He was.
She went
he
straight
was
for the
talking
to
owner.
the top.
He was trying
Why,
to talk
Jim
to me.
Kelly? Do you see how this
And he
works?
said-
She's
Oh, I
been
know
in
it
there
all.
for 30 minutes.
He was
She's-
attracted
Who
to me.
owns this place?
He was attracted to me. He thought I was attractive, and he said, "Wendy, can't we just go sleep in one of the other rooms?" I said,
And he
"Oh,
was
you know,
naked?
not this time. I'll maybe next time when I come back." And there was a room next to where I was sitting, like a bedroom, and there were two couples on the bed screwing. Two couples
Same bed.
on the same bed.
Big bed?
And it was like a big queen
I
size
used to do
bed.
that in high
crowded.
school.
And there were 2 or 3 guys in the room leaning against the wall watching.
That would
And
have
then
been me.
right next to
Voyeurs.
me on a big sectional. Remember the big sectionals our
Right.
We
parents
call it a
had?
pit group.
There was a couple right next to me on the sectional. She was getting ate out, and
Whoa.
then he started hitting her from the back, and they had this swing, those swings that you could attach to the.
You were in
Yeah.
a you
I'm
were
about
in
to
a
have
lot
an
of
accident
rooms.
right
I was
now.
I was sitting in this one room,
I got a
and
question,
I could see
Glenda.
out on the patio. I could see into the bedroom next to me, and the sectional was right next to me.
What's
So-
your
Are they
question, Kyle?
trading? Are they trading people? Like after you hit one, do you trade?
Yeah, that's
yeah, they
what
were
swingers
trained.
do.
That's why the condoms and stuff right
Glenda,
there.
this is disgusting. What was
Is-
the address of this?
And so I was ready to go, but my friend, he really wanted to stay. So I knew that since there was no food, I feigned hunger. And I said, "Oh my God, do they have anything here to eat?" He's like, "Oh, they don't." So
Was your
you
partner
hungry?
doing it?
Yeah, did he hit something?
I believe he has participated, but because he felt
course he
uncomfortable with
Yeah.
me being
What
kind of
was
taken
his
aback.
explanation for taking
Well,
you?
that says a
Or
lot
did
about
you-
yourself
Did
if
you
he
even
brings you there.
question him?
For
Why
real.
would you bring me here?
Well, I was meeting 2 other girlfriends
"This
there,
girl be
and
down."
he was a friend of theirs.
He was gonna hit all 3 of y'all.
So
Who
they-
proposed this place?
Rodeo.
Glenda.
It wasn't my place. I didn't know anything
Now,
about it.
You do
did
now.
your friend?
So
or
when
the
you
two
went back,
girls?
what
The
happened?
my girlfriends, I know I didn't go back.
I know, for real.
My girlfriends didn't know it was to that extent.
That
we knew
extent.
that they knew it was something eccentric, but they thought maybe it was like little rooms down the hall.
They didn't know it was all
just
out in the
out in
open.
the open like that. Exactly,
Ah.
exactly. And so I didn't. Of course, I didn't see him anymore after that. And I felt the next day. I felt so dirty.
Yeah.
I felt
Wait a
dirty
minute.
and icky.
Yeah, you need a
Oh.
shower.
And I was just there. I was just watching, but I just felt like, ugh. I stepped on a condom. I was like, what is that on my foot?
Never seen one?
I never stepped on one.
Was it in the package?
It was no. It was on the
Used.
ground.
Okay.
Used.
Yeah, somebody.
I be
used
having
it.
those
You having
all over
shoes
the
on?
crib.
I had
What-
on little sandals, little
Ew.
flip-flops.
You got juice in your toes?
Wow. Kyle, what
Gross.
about you? What you have you?
What's my deal with the
Would you invite
never-
anybody to your bedroom?
Nah, I
Your
don't get
woman
down like
wouldn't
that,
say.
nah. Nah, especially not with my starter, man. Maybe one of the low class pieces, man.
Would you go to a swingers
fourth
party?
stringer? Swingers party? Probably not, because I've never been into sharing. I've just never have. I've never really been into sharing.
I don't know
used
that
to
a
do
lot of black
thing-
guys do that.
There are a lot.
I used to
Really?
do a thing where I would let the
So
homies
was there
watch.
a lot of black guys there?
My friend was black.
Okay.
And there was some other black guys there. Their girls were white or Latina. And
I
stuff.
know one black guy, a friend of mine who's a swinger. He's really open with it. He doesn't talk about it all the time, but like most of the topic of conversations, he'll say something about swinging. I'm like, yeah, do we have to talk about this? But he will go on and on. He knows like all the places. Him and his girl, they're cool with
I'm
switching
not
off
cool
partners.
watching somebody digging out my woman. man.
Yeah, I couldn't do that. There's no
It
way.
would make me uncomfortable.
I would never do that around you.
Yeah, yeah.
I do it behind
Do
your
it while
back.
I'm gone, guy
It's
black,
not my
please. You know what I
thing.
mean? If you're my friend.
It's not my thing.
If you're my friend, dog, beat it while I'm gone, dog, is all I'm asking.
What about you, Jim Kelly?
Chicks are invited, no dudes.
Ah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Sorry.
like you would do.
I'd
two
invite
girls
women in.
and
Sure.
women, yeah.
If I didn't like them. Well, if I
you
liked them
didn't
too.
like 'em?
That wasn't
Yeah.
a question, though.
Oh, wasn't?
Yeah, I wouldn't, man. Hey, have you ever had sex with a woman with somebody else in the room?
Oh,
No.
in the other room. In the other
Oh,
room.
the other room, yeah.
I've done 2-on-2.
Oh, actually, yeah, I have. Never mind.
Like,
I have.
like somebody's
Yeah.
mom in the other room or something like
I
that.
think
Oh,
they
well,
fell
that's
asleep,
plenty
so I
of
hit
All
it.
the time.
I had
That
That
was
happens
mom
like when
was-
you're in hotel. Yeah, it happens
I
all
used
the
to
time.
hit this chick every other Wednesday, and her little son would be on the floor.
Oh, that's nasty.
That's cool.
That nigga would be
It's
asleep.
such a dude thing.
Yeah, he'd be
Yeah.
asleep every other
Wait a
Wednesday.
minute.
I'd
Why
be
is
over
it
there
such a
beating.
dude? It was a woman that was doing it too.
Yeah.
I'd be over there beating every other Wednesday, and her
How
son
old
would
was
be
Because
knocked
guys
out.
would
He'd be
always
like
say,
2.
ain't nobody gonna hear, ain't nobody
I was
gonna
at that same house on Thursday. What was that Tuesday?
Hilarious. Shout out to the eye.
Yeah, shout out to you. I'll see you later, Dawn.
What about you,
Oh,
God Black?
oops.
What about you?
What about me?
I
I forgot the question. We got to move on.
What about you? Have you ever invited anybody into your bedroom other than the person you were sleeping with?
First, I got to get one person in the bedroom.
Let's start with
You
one. First things
stupid.
first.
Hey, you asked me if I ever had a threesome?
Yes.
Yes, one time.
Really?
Two
Yeah.
Oh, but you
dudes,
know,
two
you
girls.
big time radio host. What you mean,
No,
two
it was
dudes?
It
4
might have been a
people.
train.
It was 4 people.
It was
Seriously?
2-on-2?
Yeah.
So
I've
y'all,
had a
did you
2-on-2.
switch up? What?
Not at all.
So
had a
what?
2-on-2.
You just happened to be in the
just
same
the
room?
one lady, yeah.
What was this in high school?
No, this was. What's
Hey,
today?
Yeah, for real.
Today.
Today Tuesday? Shit.
That's what
Atlantic
No,
you're-
it was
Really?
about,
Sunday night.
No, so
was a
what
while
was,
back.
was
Was-
it awkward, uncomfortable, or
First, it was because the guy was a police officer. I remember that.
Oh, snap. That's the
Wow.
other dude that was you was hitting in.
No, what?
That was hitting while you were hitting in the room. The other dude,
Yeah,
I
he was- yeah,
I didn't want. I didn't know how
it
to
was
say
his
it,
house.
partner. Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
I know this police officer. I don't think he would ever do
Not this
that.
guy. Oh, you know the guy. You know. No.
Hey,
But I
God
wouldn't
bless.
do that.
wait
That
a
was a long
minute.
time ago. I was young, and now I
Hey,
would
God
never
bless.
do that.
Tell us, man. Break it down since you're the legend in the room. What's it like, man? You ever seen a radio groupie? You ever had one of
Oh
those?
my God, yeah.
What? How did it come at you, man? What
I had
happened?
to, actually, I had a
Break it down.
restraining order against one.
Shut up.
Damn,
Yeah.
Gina. What
And then
happened?
after our wedding, we were like, it wasn't that
Guy Black, ladies and gentlemen, be here all week. Try the drip.
bad. No, I have had a couple of them though.
Really?
What's it
And,
like,
and you
man?
see them all the time.
Yeah.
I mean, you
They,
know,
they
the same
follow y'all
ones?
around.
they win the contest. They're always
Yeah.
at all your
They're always
events.
Live
Wow.
remotes, right?
Yeah, live remotes. They're always there.
That
you know.
sounds like the
Are they-
perfect.
are they
And then,
busted?
and then I'll tell you. No, I won't. No, this can't.
Come
No,
on,
I
come
wanna
on,
hear.
God
No, I
Black.
almost let it out, man.
Let it out. See, I had a good little interview going.
No,
Stacey.
I think
Had
so.
had one in New Orleans,
Uh-huh.
and she ended up having a baby by another radio personality.
Yeah.
The guy that
Damn.
came on after me.
She was after. Oh,
So he definitely came on after you.
Hilarious.
Ah, no pun
That's the
intended.
truth, though.
Actually,
Wow.
pun
She was
intended.
after you, don't I?
Well, I mean, you know,
How did she look, dog?
she was okay.
She was decent enough.
Yeah,
Black.
yeah.
Okay.
Creole.
Why you
Yeah,
gotta ask
Creole.
the color?
Because
Does
I'm
the color really
trying to
matter?
paint. Yeah, it does. I'm painting a picture.
No, we
No,
just
it's just
celebrate
something that
differences.
happened.
No, I want to know.
Why?
Because I
So,
want to
guy,
know.
have you ever hit any of your listeners?
Hell yeah.
You see
In the car, you mean? Was
Have you ever had sex with a listener? Well, that's hard to say.
Of course.
Because he has a lot of listeners.
Fans.
Anytime. Yes, of course.
Of course, yeah.
Of course.
Oh,
you
he's
would.
an M-A-N.
Why would I lie?
Yeah, you have no reason to lie.
New York. Shout out to New York. New Orleans.
In New Orleans.
Indianapolis.
We
Dallas,
wanna hear
Where did
Atlantic
it, Where
City.
did it crack the most, God Black?
Miami.
Oh, we don't. We want to hear from some of the callers. We have Brendan calling in from Louisiana. I don't know if you want to talk about the Kaylee Anderson case.
No, we ain't
Anthony.
talking about that
Serious.
no more.
Kaylee
Oh,
Anthony.
we gotta go.
Casey Anthony.
Casey Anthony. I'm
You are killing me right now.
I keep getting it
Brendan.
wrong. Brendan from Louisiana.
What's up, Brendan?
Hey, y'all,
What's
what's
good?
going on?
What's up, babe?
Is this my Brendan?
Yeah, what's up, baby?
Hey, B, how you doing?
I'm good. Look here, I had a issue like God Black there with another police officer. Shit, I was all gung ho. I was like, hey, what's going down up in here tonight? And I got up in there, all them people, different dicks everywhere, different pussies everywhere. You say, hey,
Whoa.
hey,
Brendan.
I'm not
It
sure
wasn't
about
nothing
this.
like
in the
mine.
city.
What are you talking
Hey,
about?
break this down, Brendan. What's up? This is Kyle, man. How you doing, my brother? Tell me
What's
this,
happening, brother?
man. What's up, fam? So what happened, man? So you got to point the picture for us in Radio Land.
I
All
want-
right,
All right,
you going?
picture this. Okay.
Where are you
God-
going?
hey, God Black, I know you done heard of collection before. You been in the city.
Go ahead.
Okay.
Where you at?
Collections.
I said
Louisiana?
you done heard of collection.
Oh, okay,
before.
yeah. I used
All
to
right.
live in New
So,
Orleans.
you know, you jump off in the place. You all gung ho. I'm a young guy. I think, man, I'm finna go in here and wreck shop. I'm finna lay it down on whatever
Now,
is
this
in
is a
there.
club. This is a club, Brendan.
It's a swingers club.
Oh, okay. So you walk in the swingers club, and you know what's about to happen. You walk in there by yourself.
No,
No, another chick. I went in there with this chick, man, that I knew.
Okay.
Go up in there, and I'm like, hey, I'm finna jump in anything. But, man, when you go in there, the whole environment, ambiance is completely different. You see all these people getting down. I'm talking about she jumping from one to the next. And I'm selfish. I'm like, I want to be the first. I ain't finna go behind the next man.
Yeah.
Wow.
I can't get down like that, so I was just stuck with the chick that I was with that night. It was a letdown.
Damn.
Oh,
Might as
man.
well be married,
Wow.
brother. So you went
Sound
in
like
there.
he was in the Lakers locker room. That's what it sounded like.
All right, so Brendan, you went to this swingers club. This is what I heard, man. You went to the swingers club with a chick. And how did you get stuck with your chick? Because you didn't want to share? Is that what it was?
No, I didn't want to. The chicks was doing too many people, man. I didn't
started
want to
fucking everybody.
Oh,
dude.
so you saw the other chicks. The other chicks weren't clean enough for your taste.
But they were using condoms, weren't they?
Yeah,
Still,
but what difference do it make?
I don't give a damn
Yeah,
what they use.
Right.
Foil. I'm not
Right.
putting my dick in
Yeah.
the bitch that just got dug out.
Condoms aren't
Man, we
even
still-
100%.
Wow.
Brendan,
Wow.
that's a good call. Anybody else want to try to step?
I don't trust condoms.
You
Well,
know,
you
that's why you
shouldn't.
raw dog.
My son is 21, and I wore a condom. You
Hilarious.
explain that.
Shut
Get
up.
out of here.
Well, I'll try to
Sometimes
explain
they
it.
break.
It was 21 years ago, and it was a good night. It was
Wait
a
a
hot
minute.
night in Indianapolis.
Real, so, yeah,
That
you
was in New
spoke.
Orleans.
They break, they fall, they come off.
They tear.
None of
Yeah.
the above happened.
They stay.
Yeah.
All I knew is I was
She
in
set
court.
you up.
She,
I was in court.
did you throw it away like and let it go down the toilet? Or
Flush
did you?
them.
Yeah,
We
fuck
got
the
another
environment.
caller.
I'm flushing
Nene from
condoms.
Nene. Thank you, Brandon. We got Nene from Tennessee.
Hi, yes. Actually, now it's Nene from Virginia. I'm home.
Oh,
Hey,
hey,
Is that how long you been
Sound
on
like she has them
hold?
on hold.
she drove all the way. To,
I've enjoyed every minute listening to y'all. I wanted to say ski-wee to my soror.
Ski-wee
ski-wee,
to Stacey.
ski-wee.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And I wanted to know if I got the story right with Cat Williams. He had a dog on like reserve just in case his bodyguard
Thank
shot
you.
some dog.
Nah, he
Thank
probably
you.
just had a bunch of
What the fuck he in
dogs.
the
That's why I was wondering
Maybe
too.
his dog just had babies.
He had a mastiff.
You
He
know
had
what I
a
mean,
8-week-old mastiff on the
His
on the
dog
truck,
just had
Nene,
babies.
on the bus.
I think that was just in case the bodyguard shot another dog. But anyway,
Dog on hold.
Ah, that's
Yes, it can.
hilarious. Well, you know, it definitely came in handy, didn't it?
He had some bitches on
Yeah.
hold. That's what I would do.
That was-
I
that's
can't
true.
touch the swingers question, but you all have a
come
good
on,
night. I really
girl.
enjoyed listening.
Nene,
Well, you know, I
Nene,
talked to
Nene.
Nene.
hold on, Nene.
Come
hold
on now.
on.
Glenda,
Nene.
handle that.
Did your
handle that.
baby daddy,
Hey,
your
Stacey,
man?
let Glenda do it. Let
Nene.
Glenda handle
My
that,
husband
Glenda.
is sitting right next to me, first of all.
Oh,
Put him on.
Put him on the phone. Nene, nobody ever tried to get you to participate in the
but
threesome?
check this out. I have
Uh-huh.
a twin. I told the gentleman I have a twin sister, and that's as close as I want to be to another female
But
in any
Nene,
situation in the room. So
Nene, has anyone ever tried to coerce you into participating?
no coercion, but people when they see twins, they think, okay, let's.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay.
But
So
never, no.
I'd bone some
what
twins.
what have they
Have you
what
really?
have they said
Wow.
to you exactly? To you too?
Well, it's been to her mostly, but she's told me, well, this guy thought about this and thought about that. We're so different. Like I can see her into that stuff.
What's her name?
For real, what's her name? Is it in?
Oh Lord, now you're gonna get me in trouble.
Tell Mr. Nene. Hold on now. Hold
no,
on.
hey,
Tell him to relax.
I'm sorry, we ain't got a lot of time. We got
No, we don't. We got to
Nene,
Thank you so
for
much,
calling.
Nene. We
I got a
appreciate
question
it.
for White Jim Kelly because he
Yeah.
just said something that passed over probably half y'all's head.
What's that?
You had a
Not
session
at the same
with
time,
twins?
No,
though.
I want to
Yeah.
hear. I want to hear Jim
What'd
Kelly.
you say,
I hit
James?
both of them at different times.
Oh, different
Twins.
times.
What was his
That's why this
name?
is my
But
dude.
not you.
Well,
Larry and Barry.
But not in the same room.
It
Not
was
the
a
same
long
room.
night.
Did
Fuck
they
it.
know? Did they know that you hit
yeah,
both of
they
them?
have low self-esteem. They ain't
Oh
shit.
God.
Hey, that's the
Yeah.
best kind
Wow.
of chick, man.
Seriously?
Shout out
Yeah.
to the low self-esteem
So
girls.
do you
I
go for
love
women with low
No,
stuff?
we're just
they
drinking a lot. It happens.
Hey, they need somebody
My
to love
lifestyle,
them.
man.
Serious?
What
It's
about
always
your
drinking.
girl? So
At different times, yeah.
What's your girl's name? Rosemary. Is it?
That's your girl?
Who's Rosemary?
Rosemary.
I thought
Rosemary?
you had
Who's
Rose-
Rosemary James?
Rose.
Who the hell is
Who's
Rosemary?
Rosemary
That
James?
sounds like some big fat chick.
Who's Rosemary James?
I don't know Rosemary.
Who's Anthony? Who's Anthony? My drama.
I thought your girl name was Rosemary.
Stacey just bust you out. If that was your woman, she's just like.
We got Paul in DC. I'm just trying to keep it real. Paul in DC.
Hey, what's up? What's up, Cheryl?
Hey, what's up, baby? How you doing?
You are stupid. You know Cheryl ain't here.
No, he doesn't.
I know. Oh, Cheryl not here?
Nah,
Oh,
it's Stacy.
I'm right
You sound like Cheryl. I know Cheryl. Anyway,
I'm right here. I'm right here.
Good.
Well,
How
I
you
suck,
been?
I suck it, I suck it, I suck it.
I'm right here.
That
The
sounds
worst
like
show
a
ever.
Cheryl on crack.
Hey, go ahead, Anthony.
Go ahead,
sweetie.
Paul.
You nothing much. How you been, sir? That's good. Yeah, I've been to a couple of clubs. One in D.C. They got one outside of D.C.
Swingers spot.
Hey, man, I'll be there this weekend, man.
So what was that like? Was it all black?
Well, no, it's mixed. It's called. I don't know if I say the name or not.
Nah, don't say the name.
Is it private?
Okay, all right. It's a mixed club. When you go in the joint, they be dancing upstairs, but downstairs they be fucking like rabbits.
Wow.
It's a club. It's a club upstairs, and you can meet people, do whatever you want to do, and then they got separate rooms. You can go downstairs if you want to be private. Then they got an area where just everybody can go and just watch.
You from Baltimore?
I'm from D.C., Cheryl. You know me, Paul Horton. You know.
Oh, what's
I remember now. I remember that now. Down there at that club. At that club down there.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know me, Cheryl.
Yeah, she
you
does.
you
Hey,
name of
my
the
man,
club?
DC though.
Paul, you know what? You are a platinum VIP caller. Whenever you call here, you gonna go to the top of the list.
Right after Willie from Texas. Hey, we got to get out of here, ladies.
I want to do a shout out.
Go ahead.
My friend just called me and texted me and said he's listening on the way
Who's that?
Who
back
is
to
that?
Chicago. His name is Wendell Ray. He used to be my news guy
Oh.
in Indianapolis
Hey,
years
Wendell.
ago.
Hi, Wendell.
Can he qualify some of these stories about the groupies?
Man, let me tell you something about this guy. You know how people get the crossword puzzle in the morning, they get it out of the paper? He did it every morning.
day.
He would do it in 4 to 5 minutes.
Damn, quick.
He was the smartest man I
So
ever.
he
You
didn't
said
have a
he's
lot
on
of
his way
groupies?
to Chicago now?
Yeah, I guess from Indiana.
Hey, Wendell, thanks
Tell
for
him to come to
listening.
the house music picnic
Could he
this
count up the
weekend.
groupies for you, Guy Black?
No, Wendell was the straight guy. You know, he was like the corporate Negro. So
Wendell,
Okay.
thanks for listening.
Nice guy, man.
Thank you so much for listening.
corporate Negro. Say
Wen-
it, James.
No, thank you.
That's
Hey, Wendell,
hilarious.
thanks for listening, player.
Guys, thanks for letting me be part of the show.
No,
Hey,
thank you
it's
so
always
much,
good to have you.
Back. It looks like we're gonna go around the table and basically.
I'll jump in.
Say
This is
our
Kyle
goodbyes.
Irby, KYLEERBY. Check out KyleIrby.com.
You
We
I
got
got
don't
a
give a
minute.
fuck what I say.
Hey,
You're
we
gonna
got a
cut me
minute.
off.
We got 1 minute. We got 1 minute.
Go ahead, boo.
Like I said, KYLEERBY, KyleIrby.com or mailrightsactivist.com.
And Jim, how can we reach you?
James Kelly, KELLEY, Facebook, Los Angeles. There you go. We got a minute.
Glenda.
You guys can find me on Facebook and on Twitter under Glenda Redfield. And you guys, I will see you week after next because I'll be traveling home
crying.
this weekend.
Wow.
Not really.
Guy Black.
You could catch me right here, Foxxhole. It's only my part of my life. I have no life outside.
And
I'm on Facebook though. Hit me at Guy Black. It's simple.
okay.
There's 100 of them on there.
Is it Guy
Is it
Black
really?
as simple or just Guy
Yeah.
Black?
It's just Guy Black.
Okay.
And Twitter, I am Guy Black.
Okay.
Are you?
Yeah.
And I just want to give a shout out to my
Let me cut you off for the last time.
loyal listeners and friends. Charles, thanks for checking in. Elton, my cousin Benita, my auntie Dee Dee, Ralph Harris, who's my heart, who has a terrific show called I forgot the name of the doggone show.
Come on, Stacey.
That's
Kick it
I
in.
know. And BJ, who lives in DC. I just want to say thank you so much for this opportunity, Cheryl, for letting me host. It was really fun. I had a great time. Thank you so much. Even though Kyle cut me off every
I
single
know.
time.
I gotta do what I
And
do.
I don't mean to cut you off, Stacey. I want to give quick shout outs to J. Cal, Wayne Solomon, Felipe James, Claude Ellis, Deborah Gray. Thanks for listening, guys.
And please tune in to the Foxxhole every Tuesday night with Sheryl Underwood. She'll be back next week. And
Love you, Cheryl.
love you, Cheryl. We missed everybody. We miss you. And everybody, please tune in next week. We don't know what the topic is, but it's going to be off the chain. Sheryl will be back. Sirius XM 98,
Thank you, man.
the Foxxhole.
Don't
Good night.
go here.